gonna have multiple.
Do it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? James Yeager, Total Response. Hope everybody's doing okay. Did they even see that?
Yep.
Huh? They did? How'd you guys like that? It says no sound. God damn you. God damn you, Shelton.
We can do it again.
Let's do it again. Okay. Okay. Everybody, act like I wasn't here. I don't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
Recording this for history.
Did you get any sound?
The very end of it had
Woo!
sound.
Okay, you want to try it again?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, one more time. Guys, fucking... one more time. Woo! It's time again,
Here's what I think's
motherfuckers.
funny.
It's
Like, people
election
act like there's
time.
fucking
And if
rules I
I'm
gotta
standing
fucking
on
follow.
it, it's America. And now, for your host, the host
So,
with
sound?
the most,
Yep.
James motherfucking Yeager. Give it up. How's everybody doing? Is it, you guys enjoy that? You guys enjoy that?
Oh shit!
You guys enjoy it?
Trying to go low.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody enjoyed that. Oh man! So got a bunch of fuck nuts here in the audience. Fucking jackasses! Come on, fat nuts, come on up here. He always talking shit. So now you guys can shit talk Fat Nuts 4297.
97.
I thought it was like a football, fucking like hiking football. So this is what I see. This is what, like, if I hold something on the camera, I look over here to see what's going on, and then of course there's all that shit.
And that nice mouth that keeps that shit from falling off.
Yes, like plenty of gaff tape, taping shit together.
Not much.
Oh, okay. So this is no bullshit. Did you see that the robot war? The guys built the big fucking robots. You guys, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay, so they got if you buy a poster from them, you get a download of the fucking schematic for the fucking robot. And as soon as I saw that, I thought of these fucking trebuchet knuckleheads, because they got all that fucking metal and shit. I thought these motherfuckers would fucking buy the plans to build that goddamn robot.
Nice. I
And
think
then
we should do that.
Sure. I like
make the
building
words
shit like
make
that.
the words come out of your mouth, Thad.
I said I don't know what to do. I can't see my hands.
It's just weird because there's like nobody there, but they're there.
Oh, there's a bunch of people there.
Well, I know they're there, but it's odd for me.
Well, there's people there.
There are people. So, but what was the robot challenge or the
America,
like Bot Wars, but with
Yeah.
big giant
they're like
car crushing
like,
robots and
like
shit?
15 feet tall.
Okay. Flames and
You get
triumphs?
whatever you want. They had paintball guns and shit built in, like Gatling guns or something on this shit, but because they didn't actually murder each other.
Oh, so are they in them or remote?
Yeah, no,
We already
two
know
drivers,
who wins
Oh, okay.
That competition.
two drivers. And they did a GoFundMe, and I fucking put in like fucking $500, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to see a fucking robot kick Japan's ass." Fucking people, what the fuck does
It
Japan
had
know
been
about
like a
robots?
Godzilla robot.
Gojira is what they say. Travis Bradway says, James, let me show you how to draw a Glock and use an RMR. I think it's funny that you think I don't know how to fucking use a goddamn gun, you fucking retard. It's just like fuck, this is like actually talking to the internet. So it's just like fucking fucking Albert Einstein makes a post, and then fucking some mongoloid makes a fucking post. He said, "Let me show you how to fucking shoot a gun." Like you couldn't have been more fucking insulting to me than that.
Yeah, and I don't care about the name of yours.
He said, "Where's the rehab?" I've been drinking a goddamn rehab the whole time I've been here, man. Like it's literally been in my mouth like that, like 9 times. Jesus, fucking Gary Johnson. Okay, so this is what I do. This is what I do. So here's the thing. I got a note for myself. So listen up. So you guys all know Marilyn that works for me. Well, her husband, John, is a Vietnam vet. And 49 years ago tonight at 9 p.m., in 1969, is when he got shot and killed, not killed, but shot, wounded in Vietnam. So this is the anniversary of him getting a bullet hole in him in Vietnam. And his dad, his stepdad, said he was sitting on a stump rolling a joint. That's what he told everybody. So John told me that for years. He said, I was sitting on a stump rolling a joint. And I'm like, are you for real? He's like, no. But he was telling us some stuff today. But that's
That's a kind of an odd. I didn't know that story, and that kind of looked blown off stump.
that's exactly what it says. Blown off stump, John. Blown off stump.
Thinking he had like a stump.
There's no-
Blew for the rest of it.
No, he
Shit.
was. I don't know where he was. He wasn't in a
bad
stump,
day.
but he talked about how much of a coward he was when they did this, and how much of a coward he was when they did that. I'm like, you did that shit. Like, you shouldn't be calling yourself a coward. Socrates says James is a Jew. Right, exactly. And then they sit up here and they post these fucking questions like, they'll just post like, surefire.
Question mark.
I'm like, man, I don't know what you're fucking.
It's a flashlight. So a lot of different ones.
It's a laser.
Yeah.
Laser technologies.
Okay, just call it Brofessor. I don't even know what that is.
Professor.
Chris Wall says, hello from Arizona. I've been waiting all day for this. Man, you've got to find a girl. James, I'm getting married next weekend. Any gems of wisdom on how to maintain a happy and healthy marriage? Yep. Treat a woman like you want her, not like you have her. Says James, Missouri loves you and what you do, except for the liberals. Fuck them anyway. And I didn't get the rest of it.
Right on, Missouri.
Clang and bang. Thomas Moreland, Lacey, Kentucky. You should be watching this with Aaron Little. Where the fuck's he at? Scott Neve says, see tapped response to Bastrop on Friday. Badass. Why not Thursday? Like, why not Thursday? Okay. Sam Smith says, where's the Uncle Sam suit? Well, apparently you were late because there was 3 showings of the Uncle Sam suit.
Rewind.
And you guys are also going to get to meet my twin brother tonight, Jim Yeager.
That's the dude I saw then.
No, trust me. This is what I do. So can you? Is it okay for you to pull up that Socialist Rifle Association of America link?
Yeah.
So
It'll be a second.
So this week I joined the Socialist Rifle Association of America, and I got to looking over the bylaws. I think I'm a shoe-in. There's a couple things we got to work out, but they said they are for the working man, the workers' party. I'm a worker. I like to party. They said that the Second Amendment, has got to be kept so that we can't let tyrants take us over. I like all that. Then there was something about communism I don't think I like, but anyway. But I am on board with most all of their directives, and so we just got to iron out some. Yeah, I'm not a big Shea Camaro guy. Who's that? I don't know. Is that somebody? Shea Camaro who's like a socialist? Is that? God damn it, Dad. Anyway, Chevy Camaro, whoever that guy was in the jungle that was a socialist, like, I don't care about that guy or any of those guys. So here's the website for the SRA. He's like you don't have to stay up here, man. You can.
No,
you can.
Go ahead.
No, but go down below, scroll down a little bit, and see if it says where the bylaws are, because I can get on board with some of this. Oh, the one about Oliver North, that's really good because he was arrested. It says find your local chapter. If you go to the Facebook for chapter for Tennessee, there's one post on it and nobody answered the dude. So that's pretty bad. Let's see about. Okay, so now this is something I can get behind. Socialist Rifle Association is an educational organization dedicated to providing the working class, we like to work,
Yeah,
right,
I work.
with the information they need to be effectively armed for self-defense, for self and community defense. We're into that. Self and community defense, yeah.
Yep.
This includes all manner of community defense, from the right of the working class to possess firearms to the ability to be well versed in the fields of medicine, disaster relief, logistics, agriculture, and survival skills. You get on board with that? Okay. Our goal is to provide an alternate to the mainstream toxic right-wing and non-inclusive gun culture that has dominated the firearms community for decades. That's the problem. They confuse community and culture right there. We seek to provide a safe and inclusive and left-leaning platform for talking about gun rights and self-defense, free from racist and reactionary prejudices, while providing a platform for the working class to obtain skills necessary for all aspects of community defense. I can get on board with most of that except for the stupid shit. And
Which is pretty easy to pick out.
so let's go down to points of unity. There's some good shit in here. Let's go down to the frequently asked questions. Are you a militia? Of course they're not. Do you own the Socialist Rifle Association? No, they go on. How do I join? They go on. And it says, then my question is, if this is a socialist kind of an idea, why do I have to pay for it? Like, I don't get that. Here's what I know. I paid a $25 membership and I ordered $55 worth of fucking decals because their fucking decals and patches are fucking awesome. Can you pull those up on their store? There's fucking, yeah, that little thing that looks like a fucking taco hut up there. Go down all the way to the bottom. Look at those fucking. Do you think that I don't have those coming? Because I do. Go up. Look at this one. The fucking means of production won't seize themselves. That's fucking good shit, man.
That was a takeoff from.
Yeah, from fucking Russia.
Right.
They're fucking socialists. United Soviet Socialist
I got
Republic, the bear. You know what I'm talking about?
They didn't even design their own shit.
But that's the whole point of socialism. They don't come up with new ideas. They steal your shit. So, if you look in their Rifleer program, the basic training manual, that's actually a pretty good fucking manual. It's a pretty good. It's got a pretty good curriculum in it. And I don't know why the screen went black. I think Shelton's just fucking with me now. Shelton is just fucking with me now. Like, we're fucking 18 minutes into this and it's fucked up already. Yeah, it's like we got.
I'm just
we
reading,
got 3.5 hours to go, man. And it's
I'm just like the guy standing in the background, you know.
What the fuck happened? Shelton's not going to talk.
There we go.
No, I just want to. No, it's all right. You can go back. We can be done with that.
It tried to pull up a PDF.
Yeah. When you click on that, that's what happens.
PDFs.
And it don't do PDFs. Yeah. What is it? Fucking Apple. Fucking Apple's fucking bullshit. If you like Apple products, you're basically fucking retarded. It's like a fucking IQ test. Who said that? Yeah. Right. What's up with it? They're not smart enough to use the fucking PC. That's why they use Apple shit.
That's right.
Lifter 15 says, would you train a group of those guys? Sure. Yeah, I got in trouble. One of my channel strikes before was offering to train them.
Yeah, I was gonna say you even offered ride from the airport.
Yeah, I'd give them a ride from the airport, whatever.
Or Uber. It was
fucking whatever.
From their grandma's basement.
Fucking. So y'all in Tennessee almost had a tornado last night. Dude, it's Tennessee. We almost have a tornado every night.
And we were at Braxton Ross. I knew it was raining, and every now and then you'd hear a little. Go out the next morning and everything's blown and tossed, and it's like, wow.
So did Braxton Ross pay you to say that? Because you're using up my retail airtime.
I was staying at a local place.
No, I'm just kidding. Racks and Rooks is a place to stay in Camden if you come for a class. It's good. It's inexpensive and it's a cool place to stay. Favorite breakfast cereal? Now, finally, a fucking good question. What about you?
I don't do a lot of cereal.
That's not what the fucking question was.
I do like Raisin Bran.
Okay. So, goddamn, is it so fucking difficult? Fucking Christ. Like, my adult choice is Banana Nut Crunch, but my fucking irresponsible choice is Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops and Captain Crunch for a snack, but I don't.
But you don't eat cereal.
Not often. I've got kids, man.
What the fuck
But
does that mean? I can't eat cereal, man. I got kids.
no, I didn't say I can't. I'm just saying I walk by and steal a piece every now and then. That's about it. You already got me ready. I got a camera. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Dude, if you want to get a chair and sit down, you'll be like that tall.
Range is what you're saying.
What's that?
I
Oh,
said that's the same thing.
Don is shit talking from the.
When he's on the range, he doesn't know what to do with his hands out there either. Don't move. Get off the
I know cereal's carbs because it's fucking delicious. So who do they vote for if they're socialists and for gun rights? That's what I think is funny because they want their Second Amendment's right out front. Hey, like I said,
Sorry.
I gave these motherfuckers a fucking warning order before they came in here, and guess who's fucking that up?
Same guy that always.
Go ahead, say it.
Don?
Don motherfucking Numbers. Don't be afraid. He can't hit you while we're live.
I'm just glad he doesn't hit like he runs. Because he smoked his ass.
Wait a minute.
In a
He
foot
doesn't
race.
hit like he runs. He does hit
He
like
can
he runs.
fucking run.
Yeah, no, he can hit too.
Pretty fair. But I've been hit better.
It sounds like another challenge.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm something like
I'm also heading home tomorrow.
yeah, but you're here tonight. And if you really want to make my live stream be popular,
Get knocked
fucking
out.
Don knocking somebody the fuck out would do it.
He's like, I told you, motherfuckers, he's the most likely guy.
Jacob Norris, the vote for Blue Dog Democrats, they don't exist anymore, man. And it was Yellow Dog Democrat anyway. Last Mohican Boo Bear, you motherfucker, shut up. He's like, man, that guy yelled at me about my cereal. I know there are dudes that fucking cry when I yell at them on here. Like, I know they're like, oh man, fucking Jaeger. Dupree says, when are you leaving for the Texas border? Why would I go to the Texas border? I don't even understand. Because there's no migrants headed towards the Texas border. They're headed towards the California border.
1,300 miles sooner if they'd gone to Texas. They could have gone home 1,300 miles sooner if they'd gone to Texas.
So, studio light and sound, all those videos, you're talking about my active shooter stuff, all that stuff's over on LIBERTV. All the shit that they won't let me have up here because I was mad when I made the videos, it's over on LIBERTV, every bit of it. Why do they have ARs on the stickers? Don't you think that they'd have AKs? Hey, check, it's for the same reason why communist ammo is made out of steel. Do you guys know why commie ammo is made out of steel? Because communism fucking sucks. I like the fucking jokes where they're like, oh, when America went into space, they spent $1 million making a pen and Russians used a pencil. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? Like, no American ever said, man, I'd love to live in Russia one day. Like, fucking never. Like, it never fucking happened. It's like people keep talking about how awesome, like, fucking, like, goddamn, Cuba is. Like, nobody ever built a fucking raft out of trash to get away from the United States before. Fucking assholes. John Wall says, is Blackwell going to win Tennessee? Do I want her to win? Yes. Do I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We're trying to watch the stuff come in so far. 2 Democrats and 4 Republicans. So right now we're stomping their fucking ass. But only 6 seats total are in. Right, this is how it works. The ones that are colored denote the party. The blue is the Democrat, and the red is the fucking real human beings. Oh, he's got it up here now. See?
Oh, nice.
We don't fuck around here. Nothing. I mean, except for like the bad start and the no sound being on it and stuff like that. But other than that, home runner. It says brass case 7639 is expensive. Well, fucking all ammo is expensive, but it actually shouldn't be made out of brass. The AK is made to run steel ammo. It actually should not be, because brass will rip the case heads off and stuff like that. People in here will say they've never seen that happen, but they haven't seen what the fuck I've seen either. I mean, like just Dad and his crew are in class, and so far from Saturday to today, you should have shot about 3,500 rounds or so somewhere after.
Yeah, we were pretty close.
Okay,
to the
3,000. Okay,
count.
so 3,000. Let's say there's 10 people in class. That's 30,000 fucking rounds, right?
Right.
Multiply that by 22 years
Right.
I've been doing it. So think about what all you guys have seen, problems you've had with your rifles and stuff like that, and then multiply that by 22 years. There's just fucking millions and millions of rounds. And then I'll say something, people are like, well, I've never had that happen. Well, because you haven't fucking trained, jackass. What?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, there's a net.
My wife is signaling me. What is it, my hair on fire or what's going on?
Your hair on fire? Really?
Yeah. Oh, so okay. So it's a ball joke. So God so
There we go.
So before I was born, God asked, did I want a full head of hair or a huge dick? How's your hair doing? Palmetto State Armory pistols, any good buy? Are they a good buy? Yeah, they're shitty guns though, but they're cheap. I mean, I don't know what the question is. Jared Roush, what's up, dude? The man after my own heart. Hey, Jared, you sent me an invitation to your wedding, but it didn't have an RSVP. Am I supposed to RSVP? If I am, I'm not coming. It's not that I don't love you, but I can't go to all the weddings. They take too long anyway. What's that? Damn, Sam Smith and your burritos. I'm reloading 6.5 by 55 Swedish Mauser. Man, that is sad. Like, oh man, that's what you're doing? See this shit? Like, some of these dudes are legit drunk, because you can just tell the way they're typing and shit. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, thinking they're not that fucking illiterate and have the internet. They don't usually go. It says, Shotgun Sam says, be thankful most of you guys don't live in California. Yeah. And why the fuck does anybody live in California? Like, here's the thing. Fucking leave. And they go, I can't just leave. I'm like, why? I've got cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Like, if people get out of fucking prison, like, people escape from prison, and these motherfuckers can't get out of California.
Yeah.
California's got all these people. When's the NRA going to do something for California? California has less than 100,000 NRA members in the whole state. There's 100,000 NRA members in this county.
Yeah, that was surprising which you did
with Chris Cox.
Yeah, that interview.
Who's a good dude, by the way. Who has been here, has slept in the team room, has taken the classes. Like, he's a good dude. So Shotgun Sam wants to know who has cats on this live stream. Well, fucking Shelton running the motherfucker's got cats and no girlfriend. Is there a coincidence there? Yes. Yeah, there is. There's a huge coincidence there. It says, I can't leave Oregon pension. Like, you fuckers, man. Like, you guys kill me. I'm going to stay in prison because they feed me every day. Fucking jackasses. I'm glad you were born in Chicago and moved to Tennessee. Please leave your fucking fib fucking politics at home. You know what that is, fib? Fucking Illinois bastards.
Yeah.
Fucking sons of bitches. They come down here, oh, back in fucking Illinois. Nobody gives a fuck what you did in fucking Illinois. What else? What we got? What else do we have to talk about on that sheet I had? About why everybody's crying about Trump? So right now, as we're here, Trump has been in office 655 days. 655 days. So let's look at all the things they said he was going to do. Destroy the country, enslave everybody, be a tyrant. Fucking. What else did they say he was going to do? Like he couldn't do all these things with the economy. That he would fucking destroy the economy and all that. Right. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the lowest unemployment in 50 years, the lowest employment among black Americans in the history of the country, lowest unemployment among Hispanics in the history of the country. They said he couldn't, when he said he'd get the GDP to 3%, Obama said, what's he going to do, wave a magic wand? And Trump waved as it went past 4%. And people keep saying, like, the stock market's higher than it's ever been. They keep saying, oh, but one day it's going to crash. One day it's going to crash. Yeah, it's the fucking stock market. It goes up and down. It goes up and down. And it's going higher and higher and higher than it's ever gone before. And people are like, oh, yeah, but it can't maintain that. No shit. But I bet it fucking maintains that for fucking 8 years. 6 more anyway. Oh, that's right. I've already concluded that he's going to fucking win the next election too. You fucking sorry sons of bitches. I'm not talking to you guys like that. I'm just saying. Fucking Obama was a fucking insurgent. That's all. Like everybody's waiting for something else. No, that's it. Fucking insurgent. Any thoughts on the Armed Black Panthers group at the Georgia polling place holding a sign up for Georgia something? I don't know anything about anybody having guns at a polling place, but I'm all for it. Like, let people have guns.
I'd be carrying a gun.
Techno Bobber says, what would old Yeager tell a young Yeager? Invest in Apple. But don't use the Apple products. Like, Scott Bowyer says, he's from Illinois. Take it easy on. I'll take it easy on you when you quit sending your fucking old ass, crippled, fucking arthritic, fucking old people down here to fuck up our goddamn restaurants and shit, talking about the way they used to. Oh, well, back in the Illinois. God damn you, motherfuckers. Jump in there, man.
No, I mean, you're doing good, man. I'm still like,
I would not invest in Bitcoin. It's not real. Bitcoin is like Santa Claus money. Like, it's kind of nice once a year, but then it's not. You really know it doesn't really exist. But everybody kind of pretends like it exists for the spirit of Bitcoin. It's not real. And I'm not saying that the fucking paper money in my wallet is real either. It's not. It's fucking based on a fucking bunch of fucking mumbo jumbo bullshit. But Bitcoin is even less so. I don't even have pieces of paper. Bitcoin. Yeah, John. There's always a bunch of celebrities that say they're moving if somebody wins or whatever, and they never leave. They're all fucking. They're liars. Here's what I think is funny. Wolf River Survival says, there'll be another panic buy soon. That's why I have 15,000 rounds of 9mm and 5 boxes of 223 on standby. Goddamn, man. He's got 15,000 rounds of goddamn 9mm, and he's got fucking 5 boxes of 223.
250 rounds of 223.
No, they're 20-round boxes.
He must be in New York.
Well, I mean, it depends on.
Okay, benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, it could be.
Let's
125 or 200.
Let's even say there were cases. Let's even say there's 5,000 rounds. That's still fucked up. How many?
We brought more than that for 4 dudes.
Dude, I got more than that in the cushions on my couch. And people ask me all the time. They go, "How much ammo should I have?" I'm like, that's like saying, "How much air should I have?"
Yeah, I mean, 20 horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it all.
Yeah.
All you can get.
You know, and the guys go, they can say, "Is this enough?" I go, "I don't know." And they go, "How much do you have?" I go, "I don't know." but it cracked the fucking floor of my fucking house. Apparently, I gotta fucking do something about that. What are your thoughts on the trans woman running for governor in Vermont? I got one question. Is she a Republican?
Yeah.
I could give a shit less.
I mean,
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what color, race, creed, color, religion, sex, fucking sexual orientation. I don't give a fuck if they, as long as they're voting for my rights. And I don't mean to give my rights to illegal immigrants either.
no.
What's up, Kansas? 27,000 rounds of 22 long rifle. That's what I'm talking
By
about.
the time you get through it, jumps on you.
So,
Which means about half of them.
River said five ammo cans of 223, which means 5,000 rounds. It's still 15,000 pistol, 5,000. It should be. You don't need that much pistol ammo. Like if you run out of rifle ammo, like that's it.
Come down for fighting rifle and advanced fighting rifle, and you won't have 2 of them left, maybe.
People have sorted out. Right. I love everybody as long as I get to keep my guns. Drew says Jaeger has all the ammo. That wasn't my ammo. A truck pulled up with a pallet full of Fiocchi, and we fucking had a class, and hey, let's unload this shit. Fucking broke down the pallet, unloaded it all, and then somebody looked at the bill. It was for the fucking gun shop over here. Well, let's load it back up. I mean, it's like a fucking righteous pallet full.
At least it was close.
So, where did Don go?
Oh, he just walked out. He's in there with Nate.
Okay.
I think they're kissing.
They're kissing. Well, I bet their beards get tangled up.
It's going to be like a bidding war now.
Yeah. 2,500 for the pistol, 2,000 for the rifle. No, I got 5,000 for the pistol, 50,000 for the rifle. What do I got here? What do I got? All right, Drew. Pallets of ammo. It was plural. God damn. That's the dude I fucking shot with that pepper ball gun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He ain't real smart. He pretty
Yeah,
tough.
but he'll take
He's
some
pretty
shot-
tough,
he'll
though.
take some paintball around,
Well, my
but
dad always
pepperball
said, son, if you're going to be dumb, you might as well be strong, you know.
Yeah.
So. Listen, Kansas, the band, is mediocre. Kansas, the state, sucks.
That's
So-
why all the trees in
So
Missouri,
carry on, my wayward sons. Okay, let's move on.
all the trees in Missouri lean to the west.
Somebody says, should have maxed your card on ammo and got it in mags and ready to go before the vote. No, you should have. You should do it now. Like, if you got a credit card with room on it, yeah, go ahead and fucking run that bitch up. Get some training, too. TattleResponse.com. You missed the sale we had yesterday. Pubis is the new Bitcoin. Chester Vols. Motherfucker. Why aren't you up here, Chester? Son of a bitch. What do you think of the sugar-free Monster? I'm drinking the sugar-free Monster.
Oh, what about the trees in Missouri?
Shoot videos. Hey, man, you going to send her down here with that pizza? Or what? Brian said he's coming down with the pizza. I said, why don't you just send her?
All the trees in Missouri, they lean to the west because Kansas sucks.
Fuck, man. If you want to hate Kansas, drive a motorcycle across that son of a bitch, man. Because you drive across at a fucking angle, and you got to come back so your tire wears out on
Right.
the fucking other side.
Even
So,
wear.
and, man, it's like,
Anytime we go through there, I try to wait till night. There's nothing to look at.
any chance of classes in Bastrop in the spring? You mean other than the last 10 fucking years we've been doing them every spring and fall in Bastrop? I swear to God, every time we leave somewhere, people always post, hey, when are you going to do a fucking class in Bastrop? Well, we just left yesterday. Actually, Bastrop class starts Thursday, but like all the time. Like I just left to Oregon. When are you going to do a fucking class in Oregon? Like I literally just fucking left Oregon.
I quit asking about Missouri and just start fucking driving.
You know why? Because Missouri's a goddamn border state. You know that? It means it touches. Tennessee has 7 border states, more than any other state. Pretty impressive, huh?
That is impressive. I was, yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking lot of them. Yeah. And fucking people are like, when are you going to teach a class in Memphis? You know, and it's like an hour and 45 minutes away from me. Motherfuckers like that, I could teach a class in their goddamn yard and they wouldn't fucking go to it.
I would if you put it in somebody's yard.
Yeah, Nebraska is equally shitty. Yeah. And listen, I love corn and fucking wheat. Don't fucking get me wrong. I mean, I'm doing keto right now, but I do. I'm a fan of corn and wheat. So, all right, I want to get Don up here so you can take a break. I'll get
Right
you.
on.
I'll get you back later because you're a fucking hell of a co-host. You're like my. You're like my Ed McMahon. You know.
I'll just sit and chuckle, roll.
All right, Don, come on up.
Nice.
All right, Don. We're going to talk about
goes
immigration.
the neighborhood. Oh,
Guys,
yes.
everybody say hello to Don.
Hi, guys.
All right. So earlier we were talking about immigration, and you were talking about how you were all in favor of people breaching our doors and coming in.
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
Did I get that wrong?
You got that 180 degrees out, man. Couldn't be farther. Listen, first off, like, this is our home. We can agree on that. Everybody can agree on that. The United States is our home. We were born here. We're citizens of the United States.
Yep.
All right. So, Texas, Arizona, a couple other border states, they have castle doctrine. What is that to do? It is to protect you when you're in your home against illegal entry, foreign invaders. Yep, same thing. Once they cross the threshold, they're illegally there. They're breaking the law. So I personally think that when it comes to immigration, since there is a process in place for them to come here and legally get asylum or something like that, or go through the process to get a visa and then come in and then eventually become a citizen once they prove their salt, I'm all for that. I don't care where they come from. I don't care what their background is, as long as they're not criminals, drug dealers, rapists, murderers, shit like that. I don't care. I don't even care what their political background is. I would prefer...
Even though we know it's Democrat.
Even though we know that. But that's only because when they get here, they feel like somebody's going to give them some
fucking
shit.
that dude in the jungle, Chevy Camaro, that fucking socialist, got them all riled up.
Who is that? Chevy Camaro? Fuck that guy.
You know, people keep talking about him.
I see him on T-shirts, too, and it's really funny because some of the people wearing those T-shirts, those were the people he was killing out there in the jungle. So, yeah, good for you. You're so educated. But that being said, in lieu, like, they say we don't know how to deal with this influx of immigrants, and I call bullshit. And I feel like I can speak from a position of authority.
Why is that, Don?
Well, because back in the early 90s, I was part of an operation called Operation Sea Signal. A lot of Marines, sailors, Coast Guard.
Did you just make that up?
Nope.
That doesn't sound real.
It is actually
It should
a real
be something
thing.
like Spitting Cobra.
No, because it was a humanitarian mission.
Then just a Cobra.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that there was a training mission called that somewhere, but this was called Operation Sea Signal. And the reason that they did it was because so many people were leaving the shitty country of Cuba and the shitty country of Haiti, and they were getting on makeshift rafts like you talked about, and putting their children and their families and old people and all that other shit, and floating the 90 miles to Florida.
Building rafts out of trash.
Yep, building rafts out of trash. Well, unfortunately, a lot of those guys, like about a third of them, were getting eaten by sharks, drowning, dying of dehydration, sunstroke, heat stroke, all that kind of stuff, okay? So the United States decided, well, number one, we don't want them here because they're communists, and we don't really know who these guys are. So what we should do is pluck them out of the water, save their lives, and then bring them back to Cuba and put them in immigration camps.
Let's grab a selfie real quick. Okay, go ahead.
All right, put them in immigration camps, and then process them into the United States. Perfect. Process them into the United States. So we put them in places. We built tent cities and we hardened them, making wood and stuff like that. And lo and behold, they would get an investigation and they would have a process to go to the United States. And I was there when they closed down the camps in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, out on Badillo Range. And that was Cubans, Haitians, stuff like that. Now, when we had all those people there, of course, there's bad people in every crowd. And, as you guys know, like...
And I've already picked them out of this crowd.
Yeah, it's an easy crowd to pick them out of. Most of those guys are corn-fed, but a couple of them look kind of shady to me. But those guys are in there, and, like, some of them are murderers and rapists and all this other shit. And so you have to identify who those people are before you just open the doors and let them flood in there. Of course, there's always going to be people that slip through the cracks. But they say they don't know how to deal with this problem. And it just drives me crazy because we did it. Like, we did it. and it worked. And so what is the answer? I don't know, but I don't know about you. I like the idea of taking people who are illegally trying to enter into my country, send them someplace else, make them hunker down. Yep, we're going to have to feed them. Yep, we're going to provide sanitary conditions and things like that for them. But I get to choose who comes.
But the thing is, the reason I disagree with that is because with the light that's on this, they think everybody should eventually be able to come. And then we keep doing it. It's a never ending. See, I'm saying we got to turn the faucet off. Like a minefield would make crossing the border a lot more interesting.
Well, it's funny because it actually has been very effective in places like Cuba, like we're talking about, that separate the communists from the Americans there. There are the only, besides the DMZ, active minefields. Like I actually worked with the U.S. Marshals repatriating scumbags from Cuba to their country of origin through the North Gate out there. And trust me, that is some nasty shit. It's tanglefoot. It's flooded. They got stone bricks on either side of the road that they blow across the road, so it forces them into the minefields. And like it's for real, and it works because, well, it's been proven. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I agree with that. Like we don't need to build a wall. We just need a big ass minefield. I'm down with that.
I'm fucking down like Charlie Brown. I like it when they say that we can't build a wall, then somebody puts a picture of the Great Wall of China up.
Well, yeah, those Chinese.
Those wacky Chinese. But I know what can stop these illegal border crossings.
A little bit of justice.
That's right, Lucille. Lucille! That's right. Get you some of that shit right there. That's right. So, any of those fucking migrants named Glenn gonna fucking be having an eyeball popping out of their head.
Well, he kind of hung in there. He had something to say right up to the minute he got smacked a few more times.
It's pretty bad.
It is pretty bad.
Oh,
very graphic.
Just saying.
Minefield, fuck yeah, Cassidy Bronson. All right, glad you're on board. Remember, vote Republican.
I think most of the goddamn CNN, you sons of bitches. Looks like the fucking Enterprise up here with all these screens.
Jimbo Logic says, don't call them migrants. Birds fucking migrate. Okay, thank you, Mr. Wizard. Appreciate you.
So, when I went down to Texas for the release of Cherokee Creek, there was a Mexican-American kid there, and that was quite annoying. But he said, he was like talking about he was on extra in some movie playing an undocumented immigrant. And I said, you mean an illegal alien? He says, well, he said, you shouldn't say it that way. And I said, why? He said, well, it could cause you trouble out there. We got pointed outside. I'm like, please tell me where it could cause me trouble. Like anywhere that I am going to fucking be in trouble for fucking speaking the truth, fucking put me there.
Yeah, that's where the truth needs to be spoken the most. Yeah.
Fucking jackasses. Fucking.
That's that defeatist attitude that's going to fuck this whole thing up.
Well, that's not it. No, he's fucking Mexican American. He thinks they think if they change the definition, that's like these fucking millennials in college that say this means that and that means this. The fucking second you walk off that campus, what the fuck just happened? Like the real world's out here.
What do you mean there's a thing called a dictionary that actually says what shit means? Yeah, holy fuck, it's not about what you feel. There's an actual definition for shit. You should look it up.
Yeah, okay, so the Democrats are catching up now. It's 4 Democrats and 5 Republicans, but we still have several hundred fucking seats to go. It's anybody's game at this point.
Good God.
So tell me a funny story from Guantanamo Bay about you beating up illegals. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
no, I'm not meaning it that way. Like, so tell me somebody over there that you thought. Tell me somebody that you came in contact with over there that you thought should have become an American citizen.
There was actually a lot more of those guys than there were the scumbags. Like, a lot of those guys were just really good people, and I met all kinds. There were professional baseball players, there were boxers, there were doctors, lawyers, just regular everyday working people.
Oh, I'm gonna interrupt you.
We're gonna light them up.
No, watch.
They just keep getting better every
Isn't that
time.
crazy?
That is crazy, and look how well it keeps the light.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Sorry, I've got attention deficit disorder, and I distract Don sometimes. So, baseball players,
all kinds of people. But my favorite dude that I ran into down there was a dude named Abel. And Abel, he was, I guess, for lack of a better term, he was a musician. and or not a musician, a magician. I apologize. And of course, like
Hold on a
it's
sec. Chet Vol says, so I turned off Ladder with Crowder for this shit. Listen, I don't know where everybody posting on here lives, but I know where you live, motherfucker.
fucking Chester. Aren't you supposed to be at work? He is at work.
That son of a bitch.
I'd be angry too if oh wait, I'm at work too, ain't I?
So for you guys that don't know, the guy that's posting in the pseudonym Chet Vols used to be Kentucky Lake Prepper. And then he became,
Chester.
I was going to say a pussy, but
Oh shit.
that's right. The Kentucky Lake Prepper is here among us. But he's not prepping anymore. Fucking, yes, Louder with Crowder. I actually like Louder with Crowder.
Chester's laughing at us. We should go pay him a visit when this is over.
Okay, you were talking and I interrupted you.
So this dude
like,
named-
it's like this is the fourth time.
I don't care. We've got hours. Like this is filler. So
This is not Phil. This people are fucking wanting to hear your fucking story. I'm
I
on
know.
the edge of my
Actually,
fucking seat.
there was somebody up there that was like, "Oh, it's the Magic Trick story. It is the fucking Magic Trick story." So Abel, he did magic tricks, right? Well, down in the camps, we gave him cigarettes and shit like that, and they actually used that as currency. Well, Abel, he couldn't play cards because this dude could literally deal any deck that he wanted. I mean, you could open a brand new deck, hand it to him, and he could deal himself anything he wanted, like a royal flush every single time. And I watched this guy. Like, I like magic tricks. So I was patrolling in a camp down there. I was a guard in one of the camps down there, and so I'm patrolling, and I see this guy, and he's listening to a Walkman with a little speaker on it. He's listening to Metallica, and I was like, I'm a metalhead, you know. It was pre.
Yeah, before they fucking
whatever.
sold out.
Yeah,
Fucking
anyway, fuck those
motherfucker,
guys.
Load. They did not fucking sell out with fucking
It
Load.
was fucking Injustice for All was the last good one. Anyway,
I got something to say.
Exactly. He's like, Garage Days. What?
I raped your mama today. It doesn't matter much to me, as long as it's free.
So he walks up to me and he doesn't speak good English, but I have my interpreter. And the dude's like, "Would you like to see a magic trick?" And of course, I got all my shit on, and I'm like, "Yeah, what the fuck ever, you know, show me a fucking trick." So he pulls out the deck and he shuffles and he's like, you know, pick a card. And I'm like, like, who the fuck hasn't seen this trick 1,000 damn times? So me and my partner, a guy named Mike Jones, I take the card and I open it up, and of course it's the ace of spades I pick, whatever. So I put the thing back in there, I shuffle it up, and I hand him the cards, and I'm like bird dogging this dude big time, looking, I want to poke holes all in this shit. So he takes the cards, and I watch him, and he fans them out, and he's like, "Card's not here." I'm like, "The fuck you mean the card's not here?" I handed them to you. It was in there when I handed it to you. So I take the cards back, and I look, and sure enough, the card is not in the deck. And I get a little freaked out every time I tell this story because it happened to me, not once, but twice.
Were you high either time?
No, I was in the Marine Corps. You're not allowed to do that shit.
My question was, were you high either time?
No.
Okay.
So anyway, we're standing there, and he goes, where could the card be? And I'm like, fuck, I don't fucking know. I'm kind of getting a little, like, I didn't see him move anything. And so he goes, open up your flak vest, and in your left cargo, in the pocket of your shirt, the card's in there. And I'm like, there's no fucking way that card's in there. Like, I got myself dressed this morning. So I fucking open LBV, open up my fucking flak jacket, and I reach in there, and the fucking card is in my pocket. Yeah, like, listen, I didn't believe it either. But, so over the next...
Wait a minute, should I believe it?
Yes. Actually, I really don't care who believes it, because, like, there are 37 other Marines out there who later on saw this same trick performed at the CP, like, just as we were closing the camp, because Abel was one of the last guys to go to the Unidad Estedes. So, there are other people out there. But anyway, I'm mind blown. I still get, like, chicken skin when I think about that trick. But needless to say, like, every night
I think he meant goosebumps.
Same
they
thing.
call it. Do you Yankees call it chicken skin?
Fuck yes, that's Yankees.
Like, that's some Tim shit. Have you guys ever heard it called chicken skin before?
Never.
You got that from
Fuck.
Tim? You
Yeah,
got that from Tim?
whatever. What does it look like? It looks like fucking chicken skin to me. I don't know. I make shit up as I go.
All right.
So there's a probability meter. I was wondering if you brought that up.
Probability of Don getting finished with this story is at 56%.
Well, that kind of does it, but like the green crayons, Eric Collinsworth. What the fuck other color is there to eat? Jesus Christ. But anyway, so I got to know this guy for like the next 3 or 4 months, right? So every time I'm walking through the camp, I'm like, show me the trick. And he's like, no, only show one time. Well, he's getting ready to go to the United States And so I grabbed his ass up and we went up to the CP, the command post, because we're getting ready to shut the camp down. And like, I needed somebody else to see this other than me and Mike, because everybody was like, they're like, bullshit, you know? So best one ever. We take him up to the CP and they bring the CO and the XO out, and we got all the rest of the Marines. There's only 37 of us left. And he does the whole pick a card to the CO, and he picks a card and he shows it to the first sergeant and the XO, and then he puts it back in the deck. And like, again, I'm really watching him now, because like, I've got to know this guy for a couple of months, and I'm like, there's got to be a trick. And anyway, the card's not there. So where's the card? Where's the card? All the showmanship. And he's like, he tells the corpsman, he's like, hey, like, you have a backpack. It's in the CP, in the back of the CP. Inside, there's a Walkman. And inside the Walkman is your card. And everybody's like, what? Bullshit. So they take another dude and they walk the corpsman in there. They get the backpack. They come out. He opens up the Walkman and the card pops out. And as if that wasn't enough, he has a tape in his hand now, and he's like, oh, ZZ Top. Oh, I like that too. And he just walked the fuck off into the fucking camp. Like, mic drop, fuck you guys. You guys ain't got shit.
And he stole the tape.
And he was gone. And nobody went after it. Like, it was just like fucking jaw-dropping, everybody floored. Like, he did so much of that stuff, like, while we were there. But he would never show that same trick twice, except for that last time there. I don't know where the fuck that dude is now. But if he didn't go directly to fucking Vegas and, like, at least fuck over the tables and make a bunch of money, like, he should have done that. The dude was amazing. I don't know where the fuck he is today, but hey, Abel, if you're watching this, fuck you, stay away from me. He said that it was El Diablo that gave him his power, and he told me that 1 year after I got out of the Marine Corps, I had to cut off the top of my pinky finger, or I would not get all of the women and all of the money. Well, I didn't do it, and it turns out he was fucking right, because I'm not cutting my fucking finger off. Fuck that guy. But he was amazing. But there was a guy who was a boxer. All he wanted to do was come to the United States and fight Mike Tyson. I know I just dated myself big time, but he was this huge mountain of a dude, and he was scared to fucking death of me. They used to think that in order for you to get into the Marine Corps, you had to kill an immediate family member to become a Marine. And he asked me, he's big old mountain of, he's like, who did you kill? I told him, my mother. I fucking walked out of there. That dude was the nicest guy. He could have knocked my fucking head off in one shot, but he was scared to death. I finally had to tell him when he went to the United States that, we don't have to kill a family member.
Why'd you do that?
Well, because he was about to be an American.
I don't understand why you told him that.
I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Well, Don, I'm about to take all your good ideas away from you.
Don finished using the Surefire Masterfire. Gonna do a review on it real soon. Has Don finished using Surefire Masterfire? What's a Masterfire?
Welcome to my world. Oh, it's a holster. It's a holster that holds the light.
Did we ever find it?
Yeah, I found it.
Oh! All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at now, but I found it
Fair enough.
from the last time.
Was it sitting... He said you dated yourself when you said tape. Fuck you, Matt, arrogant, you motherfucker. I'll fuck that name up when I give you a certificate if you ever take a goddamn class.
Damn, there's a bunch of old motherfuckers in here.
Yeah, you had to kill the member and eat them to be a senior staff NCO. Gunny Z. No, I didn't. Because I never got that high in rank.
So it looks like there's a 77% chance that the blue team is going to get control of the House, and a 56% chance that the red team will retain control of the Senate. That's what the probabilities are right now, as you guys can see there. Can we have other pictures of here? Like, can you put cat videos somewhere?
You want a cat video?
Do you have any home videos of your cats?
No, please, no, his home videos. That's the last thing I fucking need in my life. No, I want you to leave the CNN, because that's
It popped up an ad, so.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Mark Dunavant in Oklahoma. What team are we going for? Have you not watched this shit before? Sabotage cat. Never tell me the odds. You have a 0% chance of that, Jimbo.
Never tell me the odds. Okay, that's odd.
You got You got a 10 out of 10 chance of. I've reloaded 90 rounds of 300 Win Mag while watching y'all. Well, be careful. There's probably a proof load in there, Mike.
Man, whenever I fucking hear dudes reloading, I feel sorry for them like I do the dudes that own cats. And if you own a cat and you reload, god damn it. You're a miserable motherfucker.
Brian Sayers, he says I'm the best.
You can't say his name.
I can't?
He is... That's why he uses a nom de plume, a pseudonym.
Well, he should have fucking told somebody then.
He did because he uses a fucking fake name.
Well, I'm glad I didn't say what that name was.
Right.
It's like, hey...
Fat Nuts 42.
He's like, hey, that thing I just told you, that was top secret. Hey, guess what? If you didn't fucking tell me that, I wouldn't have known. Holy shit. It's like Inception.
I'm just saying.
James and Don in 2020. For what? What are we running for?
Monster rehab patches should be a thing. That's the best goddamn statement that's been made all night.
I agree, and we could do it in all the flavors that we drink.
Just yellow.
Exactly.
If you drink any other flavor, you're a fag.
Byron Childers says hello. Don needs his own channel. No, I don't. I get to come on here.
Don won't even use his own goddamn page. He keeps posting his personal page. I'm like, Don, you should put those on the MF Armorer page. Build your fucking people up there. He goes, yeah, I know, but I was mad.
Hey, nobody who spends that kind of money on an ACR takes a class because they spend all their fucking money on an ACR.
So, Rendezvous on You. What's up, dude? He looks like a Sikh, but he's a Catholic.
I'm okay with that as long as he's fucking Republican.
I think he's a good person.
All right.
So, we have had, as far as I know, 2 ACRs make it through class. Remington ACRs make it through class. But the question I always have is, why would somebody buy an ACR?
I don't know. Nah, James and Don 2024. That's a good follow up to the 2020 win of Trump. I think you should run
2020. Give me some money.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But it doesn't have to be somebody else's. Did Texas just go blue? Whoa, Texas.
Not according to the screen I have. Oh wait a minute, what's that screen?
Oh shit.
There's extra stuff going on here.
Get the fuck out of here. Texas, you need to unfuck yourself.
Oh, that little one's from CNN.
The little one's CNN. So the one that says that Texas went blue is CNN, and we know that they do fake news, but it doesn't mean it's not true. But they are fake newseries.
Why is Texas fucking blue? Because a bunch of fucking Democrats live in the fucking cities.
Because you motherfuckers like California come in there and fucking run shit.
You better unfuck yourself, Texas.
Fucking nuke Austin.
Don't make Tennessee come back down there.
See, Cassidy says, what about budget rifles? And my question to you is, what about them? I don't know what you're asking.
Yeah, what is your budget? No, I don't really care. Indiana is red like a boss. Who cares? ACRs are the Corvettes of the gun world. Why? Because only rich dudes with no hair and fucking low self-esteem own them?
People whose dicks get hard on them?
Damn it. Sorry, Tracy. That wasn't aimed
Oh, no,
at
it
you.
counts.
I don't really know him that well.
That's all right. It's fine.
I guess we know each other better now. Wall of Cali. I don't know what.
What is your opinion of Ted Cruz? I think he's a piece of shit, but I'd rather have a piece of shit that might vote correctly sometimes than a piece of shit that wouldn't.
Have 300 blackouts made it through class? Yes.
Like, listen, don't answer those people. Like,
it's more of a shocked reaction.
No, well, don't say it out loud. You encourage them when you do that shit. Best budget rifle. I have the M&P Sport 2. You got a fine rifle there. How about 3-gun for practice? How about no? How about you take a class?
Unintended consequences, Gavin. Hands down, followed by the gunslinger.
But not the movie.
No.
Gunslinger.
Fuck
hey!
Fuck that movie. 870 police or 590A1? 870 police. Old one.
Thomas Moreland. Have many 14s made it through the class? And he answered for me, no, because they are shit. Specifically, the stainless steel Mini 14s won't make it through a fucking class. The blued steel ones will make it through fighting rifle and then shit the bed.
Glock 43 or Glock 42 for CCW. Neither.
Why do
Glock
I gotta-
19.
Why do people do that? Why do people say, "Hey, shitty one or shitty number 2"? Like, instead, why don't you just say what fucking gun, man?
Glock 19.
Goddamn. But even if it's got to be a small gun, dusk bump. If it's got to be a small gun, get a Smith & Wesson Shield.
Yeah, I like the shields. They run really, really well.
The 43 and the 42 run, but they're too small to fight with. Has always been my thing.
What's the Streamlight? Yeah.
Hey, which one of you jackasses were on a Streamlight this week? Was it one of you guys?
No.
Because one of them quit working, didn't it? The one, whoever
There
had
was a
one.
guy in class, yeah.
Yeah. People think I make that up. Like, hey man, is your gun light work? Oh.
No, you checked them after class, and yeah.
And like people think I'm lying about that. They go, well, I've never had a problem with mine. Have you ever trained with it? And they go, oh. Your Streamlight will work until you fucking need it.
Yep, Smith & Wesson, yep. James Mookie, 2024. Then appoint Don to chair State Department. I am not nearly fashionable enough for the State Department. Not even close.
Nah, Secretary of Defense.
Yes. I'll get with Mattis.
And Mookie, and I love Mookie. Like, I literally, like, love him. I'd do anything for that guy, but I ain't working with him. Like, I'd murder that little son of a bitch. Yeah, we're starting the Streamlight bullshit again.
God damn. Don't you guys have any new shit?
Good question. Cheddar or Swiss?
Oh, fucking cheddar.
Yeah, cheddar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where the holes in Swiss cheese come from?
Air?
Bacteria.
Oh, well.
They give off the gas as they produce.
Like, well,
And then they made them clean up. They made them clean it up. They sterilize all their equipment. And then Swiss cheese quit having holes in it. And then they let them put holes
oh, now
back
they just
in.
call it baby Swiss.
Now, right.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Listen, dude, I'm up here fighting this fucking war every
Like,
week.
I don't even
man.
understand the question. Like, cheddar cheese, Vermont, Wisconsin, America, Swiss. That says it all.
Well,
It's foreign.
you're allowed to have to flirt with foreign cheeses.
Not if you're a fucking socialist. You get what the government gives you, motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Chicken or fish? Chicken.
Check it, definitely. Jesus Christ, that's all you got, Drew Slosher, you motherfucker?
Kyle says shit's getting way too close. Dude, we're like 5 states have reported in.
Damn.
Okay. Swiss or turkey cheddar for roast beef? That's a fair question. I'm still with cheddar, but it's a fair
me too.
question.
I mean, nothing's
Has the
worse with
FNS,
cheddar.
FSP 90 ever made it through class? Yeah, we've had more than 122 Magnum get through a class.
He said, "Don't nuke Austin. I'm in Bastrop." Well, we don't
What's
have
up?
a fighting nuke class.
Yeah, Bastrop, you should be taking a class. The Chepia Rhino, is that the pistol with the barrel that's on the bottom of the
Yes.
thing? Okay.
Yep.
I don't know anything about him. Chris Costa likes him, and he ain't got any goddamn sense, so I don't know. Okay, another good question. Ass or titties?
Ass.
Everybody knows my choice.
Damn, that got hostile real
I
quick.
heard you say CZs don't fare well in class. I haven't been through any classes, but what fails with them? The parts in the middle that make it work.
French fries, Don loves them. Who the fuck doesn't love French fries? Like, there's people that fucking love French fries and people that lie about not liking them.
Here's the thing. Especially for you young people like Jared Roush. Like, you don't know what good fries are. Now, if I asked you what the best fries are, you're going to say McDonald's. Let's go back to the fucking 70s. Fucking McDonald's French fries were cooked in fucking lard. And they were fucking awesome. Then up through the 80s and early 90s, they cooked them in vegetable oil, but they sprayed them with beef fat before they did that, and they were fucking awesome. Then the fucking Hindus sued McDonald's, and now you have the best fries that are fucking a third as good as they used to be. So if you could imagine going back in time to a McDonald's and eating fucking fries in the 70s, god damn, they were good. Like goddamn crack cocaine.
One of the questions went by a little while ago. They were asking about the 308 pistol. The fucking Midwest Industries, you enter anything you want in there, is fucking awesome and it runs great. Like, that 308 pistol is money. I own everything inside 500 yards with a fucking red dot.
So, James Mick says about crinkle cut fries. I'm a fan of crinkle cut fries and of crullers because they're flavor treads. Those treads actually hold more flavor in.
There's more fucking surface area for more flavor. It's
Right.
fucking science.
It's science.
So, CNN was saying Texas was won by blue,
So CNN is reporting that Texas is won by blue.
but on the 270 to win, it's
Yeah.
showing that it's in red.
Okay. Well, so what you're saying is CNN's reporting isn't consistent with the way the rest of the world sees things.
What? This is my surprise face. Fake news? No.
Take No Bobber says McDeath, eat fast, die young. God damn, there's always some motherfucker. You say anything about a goddamn French fry, they're like, oh goddamn McDonald's,
that's
that's
it.
terrible.
Oh,
like all
fuck.
these motherfuckers that say they don't eat McDonald's, there's still lines every time I go.
Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, this is a fucking tactical fighting school, and you motherfuckers are talking about food. You ain't coming to train. You're too fat.
Hold on a second, I like food.
Me too, but, like, Jesus Christ.
My
they-
wife's got me on a diet though. I've been ketoing for about a month. So
What Midwest complete upper do I recommend?
lightweight.
Yeah, all of them.
the lightweight.
Yeah, the MI15F is the one
Give people a goddamn answer.
I did.
Any of them are fine. They'll all work. The lightweight is the lightest. It's great. The lightweight gun is 8.
You don't.
Jason Rapport says you're too old. I don't know who he's talking to.
Well, he's too much of an asshole, so who gives a shit?
I'll fucking rat a bolt up your fucking head.
Don is fired up tonight. Oh, you haven't seen Fired Up, Rockstar. Come take an advanced class.
The son. Somebody said the son asked, "Do I own a pair of flip flops?" Rebecca, do I own a pair of flip flops?
No.
Say it louder.
Nope.
No fucking flip flops. Onion rings. I'm a fan of fucking like good onion rings. I mean onion rings that are fucking not these fucking frozen.
There's
fucking,
Canada. Hello, Ed Hubble.
Fucking Ed Hubble.
Canada.
What are you late, Ed? You on metric time or something? Goddamn.
He's probably just out here like.
Oh,
hey,
he's like, oh, I'm
welcome to the Socialist Party, motherfuckers.
I'm at the Timmy Hose. Looking.
No, Ed's a good dude. I really like that guy. He come down, train. We fucking lift weights and shit. I think he even eats meat.
What do you think about URGI upper? What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
You people like listen. If I don't tell you about it, you don't need to know about it. So quit looking at other places on the internet. If you don't hear it from me, you shouldn't even be listening. Right? Thank you.
The crowd goes wild.
Thank you.
It was pointing toward the bleachers over right field before this whole thing started. So they get so mad because like, are they serious? Or are they fucking around?
I don't
like,
care.
My homeboy is like, I only talk food. I do train Donnie Devil Dog.
Luke Reed says you don't go to the beach, so I can't go to the fucking beach without flip flops.
Jaeger made me go to the beach for work one day.
That's right.
That guy, wow. The shit I got to put up with. I've seen Don so irritated, so I have no plans on seeing his unleashed in advanced anything. Well, that's your loss, Dano.
Canadian Tactical, dude, we used to teach up in Canada, and there's tons of fucking awesome Canadians, man. Like people I call friend, people I call brother up there. It's a lot like America. The edges, the crusts are kind of fucked up, but right up the middle is fucking awesome. Up Grand Prairie and all over Alberta. Like just wonderful people. 50% of Canada is afraid we're going to invade, and 50% is afraid we're not.
My favorite rifle, if I could only have one, the one that's in my hand, I don't give a shit what it is.
James Cochran says, I guess Jaeger doesn't fish or go to the beach. You can wear all kinds of footwear, even go fucking barefooted. Going barefooted is more manly than wearing fucking women's fucking footwear to the fucking beach. Men's footwear shouldn't make noises.
URGI is SOCOM's new upper.
I don't know anything about it.
Me either.
And I don't care.
Shotgun Sam 870 says, James, can I get a high five? Our last going rate was what?
10 grand.
Yep, you can get one. Write a check.
No, the last one's 10 grand.
Oh, it's gone up.
Oh, yeah,
Inflation?
it's 11 grand.
Yeah. No checks. Federal Reserve notes or precious metals
So,
only.
like when people say, like, tell me something about you that I can't tell by looking at you, I go, I've been paid $10,000 for a high five. Twice.
Touche.
And people are like, what? Because they don't expect that shit to come out.
Crocs for fighting pistol are a piss poor idea. No matter who you heard it from, don't do that.
Sandals are not flip flops. Pineapple on pizza. If you eat pineapple on pizza, you have weak genes and your family will not survive the winter.
USA Glock versus Austria-made
right?
Glock. They're both Glocks. USA Glock or Austria Glock. They're both Glocks. They run like a Glock. They shoot like a Glock.
Austria, because they can put Tennifer on them instead of that shit they're putting on them here in the United States. I'm a Tennifer fan from the olden days. What am I looking at?
Don in a Speedo. Think about that. You're fucking welcome. Yes, I've been working out. No, you'll never see it. Go fuck yourself.
And why are you thinking about down the Speedo?
I know, that's kind of weird,
Yeah.
but take a
Kinda.
picture. He
Good
said,
place for CCW in Nashville at On Target. Oh, wait, no. What's Armory? Nashville Armory. The
Nashville
Nashville
Armory.
Armory. I'm sorry. The Nashville Armory. Sean, one of our people, used to work at one. Now he works at the other. But Nashville Armory.
yeah.
The Don's in 3 classes.
He sampled me in 3 classes. No, that's incorrect. I'm pretty sure I sampled you.
Thoughts on Daniel Defense something or other. Daniel Defense builds good stuff.
Yep.
And are you asking me because you already bought it?
Of course he is.
That's what people do. They come up in class and they go, "Hey man, what do you think about the Herfendorfer 5000?" I go, "It's a fucking piece of shit." And they walk away like this. And Jay one time went, "Man, you know why they're asking you that, right?" I'm like, "No, because he's thinking about buying one." Jay's like, "No, he's already got it. It's in his trunk. He's going to show it to you, and you fucking just talk shit to him." I'm sorry, man. Don't buy stupid shit.
Rock G, NFL or UFC? Neither. I prefer to live my own life rather than watch other people live theirs.
Jesus Miguel, if California goes red, will you come back? No. Austria controls quality control both in America and Austria. No difference except the finish. That's like saying no difference except the difference.
Is Nashville mostly a Democrat city? What fucking city isn't mostly fucking Democrat?
Nah.
Because you don't have to fight.
Memphis is. Nashville is not.
Memphis.
Look at that guy. He just put RAS 47. Like, that's it. There's no question mark.
Nothing.
There's not a fucking ellipsis, a semicolon, like nothing. You know what ellipsis is? It's just
yeah.
the 3 dots.
Yes.
4 dots is not an ellipsis. That's just 4 dots.
That's just you going on.
2 dots is like an extra period.
Pick one shotgun for home defense, 870. Colt or Bushmaster?
Yeah, how about neither?
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. What's the first class I should take from Clint and Heidi? All of them.
I mean, what training do you have right now? Like that would help us, make a better recommendation. Like, if you've already had competent pistol training, then I'd say take urban rifle from Clint. Like, if you're going to take one class from Clint, he kind of invented shooting rifles at pistol distance, like the class we call fighting rifle. I mean, there would be something like it by now, but he was like the first dude that said, "I'm going to have people shoot a rifle at a target 10 feet away," and people went, "You're crazy," So,
What are the repercussions of losing the house? Well, I don't know. They came right out and said they were going to go for our guns.
Yeah.
I was never a cop, but I call that a fucking clue.
and then the speaker would be Nancy Pelosi, would be being the speaker.
Oh shit, we got to listen to her fucking talk.
Imagine the next Supreme Court nomination with the Democrats running everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to let that take root.
Okay, American-made RPG is not better than AT4. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking.
Dring 83, only what you see, pal.
Yeah.
Civil War over guns when? When it starts? Front sight 4-day. Okay.
Okay, so turkey or ham for Thanksgiving dinner? My wife and I have this discussion often. You gotta have fucking turkey at Thanksgiving. It's in all the pictures.
That's true.
Like when I was a kid, when we would draw the cornucopia, there's a fucking turkey in it.
Like, people eat pork year round.
Here's the thing.
Year round.
I'm not saying you can't have ham. I'm just saying you gotta have turkey.
I agree.
And what I love watching, the day after Thanksgiving, Or the fucking home videos of people burning their goddamn houses down, fucking trying to deep fry frozen fucking turkeys. That makes my Black Friday. I call that Burnt Friday. Fucking.
Somebody was just asking about a cheap katana. Oh, the SOG makes one that I'd like to check out. Have you seen it?
Nope.
It's made out of real steel, and it's made by SOG, which makes okay stuff.
What's real steel? Is it like? Here's the thing. Is it a big knife blade or is it folded like a fucking sword?
Oh, it's a big fucking knife blade.
Okay.
But as far as just the big fucking knife blades go, it looks pretty good. And, you know, those guys do all right.
Michael Fiore, what's up? You're where the fuck are you? Michael Fiore, Rebecca, is the one that had that Durango when they changed the body styles, and I saw it, and he's a good dude.
Thank you.
He's a good dude for a ginger.
Paul D says, ribeye or T-bone? Why limit yourself with the T-bone? You get
Ribeye.
more than one type of steak.
Ribeye.
T-bone.
Thoughts on the Mossberg? Something. It's a shotgun.
Yep. If it goes bang every time you press the trigger, roll on.
Do you brine your turkey before roasting it? No, I do not. Matter of fact, I used to do whole turkeys, but now I just get turkey breasts and put them in a crock pot.
Didn't you already do a thing on the Barrett Rec 10?
No. I mean, I did a video with Chris. What are they asking?
They were just asking if you were getting one for a review.
I don't know.
That's a piston driven 308? I'll have to watch the
I
video.
think it's gas.
That's all right. If Barrett made it, it'll be a good gun.
Michael Cook, Love and LiberTV, thank you.
Matt Taylor says only gingers can call gingers ginger.
Yeah.
Okay, ginger.
Dude, if you guys want to have some fun, go over YouTube and Google "Only a Ginger Can Call a Ginger Ginger" and watch this dude playing the piano singing this song. It is fucking hilarious.
All right.
It is. It really is.
All right.
Matter of fact, why don't you pull that up,
All right.
and then that'll let me and Don go take a break
All right.
because it's fucking funny, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. James, I'll give you a basket of 70s McDonald's fries for a high five. I'll give you a high five in your fucking face. How about that?
Yeah. VP9 or P10C. I know a lot of people that really like the VP9. I personally just Glock 19. I don't need to go searching. I already have good guns.
Jared, I can do whatever I want because I'm old, and old people can say whatever they want. So I can say ginger anytime I want to, and I like it. These fucking millennial gingers, they really think because they're like trying to be fucking ostracized now. They really think. Like that, I'm like, fuck you, settle your fucking ginger ass down. I'm a day walker, motherfucker. Yeah, like I'm like you look at my beard, it's fucking red, but I can tan and shit. So they fucking green eyes. If you not notice, I got these fucking green eyes. They don't fucking trust me, man, because I can fucking tan and shit. They're like, there's a day walker.
M60 or MHB. I don't know. I don't have either one of those. Fighting. Oh, looks like.
Wait a minute, M60 E4, Echo 4. Okay, that's the one I take.
I like those. They were getting rid of the 60s when I was in. We got the 240 Golf. I know that's old school.
No,
now.
240 is good shit.
All right, I got it.
What is a Martha?
All right,
Reddit's?
so we're gonna watch this real quick, and then I gotta go pee. Oh, here we go. Is there sound? Do you guys got sound on this?
There should be, but it doesn't look like there is.
It says it's on mute. No sound. No sound. No sound. No sound. In cats. It is a disease that affects cats, especially when it's snowing. And so the next time it's snowing and you see a cat with a cane walking around, please try to help that cat. This is Jim Yeager for Snowblind Cat Lovers Association of America. And thank you for watching.
Yeah, you got audio.
Look, now they'll be complaining. He's like, he pointed his knife at me.
At your cameraman.
He said, ha, 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 awesome. Have you guys seen that guy? Like, I've heard rumors of that Jim Yeager cat. I've also heard somebody ask where he was at a media event one time, and all James would say, if he says that one more time, turn on the fucking camera. He didn't call him that again. It said, oh, a variety show. Beautiful Medford. Max, this is not a beautiful Medford. This is a beat to shit Medford. Like, there are so few actually fucking used Medfords in the wild. Like, this thing is almost like seeing fucking Bigfoot. Yes, Drew Schlosser. I pointed that right at your face. Yes, Dustin, that is correct. You should have ducked. You zigged when you should have fucking zagged. Hoomer, who you knew. Pedro, come on. Gen 5 G17 19 Moss FS. No, I have not. Sorry. Have you had any head down product rifles come through the class? Nope. Sorry, Rescue. Haven't. SOCOM 16. No. There are shit like modern striker fired pistols out there. The M1A is an outdated design. You need to get something fucking new.
How do we pull him up?
Oh, there goes.
Okay. B-Rad is about to join us from a remote place.
Oh.
Can we not put a speaker up? Nothing?
No.
Like a Bluetooth?
It'll.
Can we plug
come
two
back
in for Don?
Silent majority. I was with 2nd Maintenance Battalion, 2nd FSG Utilities.
This is the first time I've ever been shot out of a cannon.
And then I got sent over to 1st Battalion, 6th Marines to go down to Guantanamo Bay with those guys. I was part of the
Okay.
1st Provisional Rifle Company.
Okay, so in just a second, we're going to have B-Rad join us from a remote location. We've never done this before. I've got these on so I can hear him talking, but apparently you're going to be able to hear him talking better than any other thing that we've had tonight.
You're gonna have to tell him to speak up real good too.
Okay, apparently I'm going to have to tell him to speak up. What's up, B-Rad? He can't hear me.
They can't hear you yet. Jeez.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
This just went from bad to worse.
So,
You're out. He's completely out now.
all right,
He's got
all right.
the hat and everything.
all right, all right, comrade. So B-Rad. So are you a member of the Socialist Rifle Association? It's not a sticker, it's a decal.
Is this Russian collusion? Is that what's happening right now?
Okay, so
They can't hear B-Rad, Shelton.
they can't?
Nope, no sound on Brad.
Oh shit.
That's okay, you're not missing anything.
Sorry guys, we're trying to get it
But those
hooked
are
up
all
for
my
you.
best beat, Mr. Don Numbers. All my good
This-
stuff is right up front.
This must be socialist internet because it only works for some of the people.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
this is getting hot. This is
This
getting
thing
warm
is
now,
getting
so
hot. Try this shit under lights.
Is your head getting hot?
Is
These
that-
are LEDs. These don't even heat up.
Come on, man.
getting warm.
Don't take this from me.
We had other lights, like regular lights, man. They'd fucking bake you back
Where
there.
is Pazikis for commentary? Who knows?
Oh, yes. Comrade Bazikas.
B-Rad looking like V-Lad.
We thought it actually might be better if I got my went outside, and we thought we were going to throw the. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
I
can.
can. Okay, so they
Okay.
can hear you now.
The viewers can now hear me. Okay, so this is the little part of what you missed. Brevet James Yegorovich. That's the little bit that you missed.
So guys,
It wasn't much.
So guys, B-Rad is a friend of ours. We ride motorcycles together. He's an alumnus. He's a friend of ours. He's a friend that we don't agree on all of these political topics, but we don't hate each other. And literally, like if he needed something right now, I would drop this headset and go help him. Okay, so he's got different opinions than me. That doesn't mean that I want you guys shit talking him because he's my friend.
Wait a second. You mean
Well,
we
it's-
can
it's
have
okay. I should
difference
say
of
that,
opinion with people and still be friends with them?
Right.
That sounds very adult-like.
Go ahead, B-Rad.
That's not something we do here. Well, I was just going to say that my wife suggested that I put, since I was going into the wolf pit, that I actually put on my milk bone underwear. So I'm all set. Whatever comes.
Milk bone underwear.
That's really
not
unfair
going
that I
to
don't have
stave
the same
off the
production
dogs.
value access. I don't have access to the thing. Where do I reach to get my crowd to boo?
It's
He
Someplace
says
this here.
production value. You have a budget.
Okay, listen. Hey, everybody, listen to him. Listen to him tell a joke. Oh, that's a socialist joke.
Like being on Letterman, really. I think they know it.
So, B-Rad, just before we get started here, do you want to tell Don what a wonderful weekend of riding he missed a couple weeks ago?
Don, honestly, in all honesty, I have to tell you, it was like a commercial for fall from God. It was astounding.
What are we hearing?
Best. Can you not hear me anymore?
Yeah, I can hear
Technical
you, but I got there's some other stuff in there.
I hear.
Is it because I'm listening to you guys without headphones? Is that it? Do I
No,
need to
there's
plug
some
in
woman talking. Something
Weird.
about Donna and something she will always remember.
What is that,
Oh my!
Shelton?
My wife's
We
not
got
saying
some
anything.
other audio bleeding in here.
We're being hijacked.
From him.
The Ozarks.
You and him are the only two audio. It should be.
Turn the porn off.
Let me see. I don't think I've got anything on
he's
my.
gone.
Whatever
I'm
you
like-
just did, stop
I mean,
it.
there's
Troy.
nothing-
I mean, B-Rad.
It was probably auto paying on his Facebook.
Thanks. The PERSEC here is top notch.
Okay,
You can't get on your friends to throw you overboard. Who can you count on? Really,
I did not do that on purpose. Okay,
Well, Troy,
you
just so you know.
it's B-Rad.
Oh. Be red.
I said it like 5 times.
Fuck, I
That's
don't,
twice.
I'm terrible at this shit.
That's
That's why I
twice.
don't have a security clearance
Oh,
anymore.
hold on a second. Somebody's knocking at my door. Maybe I better go check.
Listen,
Okay.
My bad.
Now let's talk about politics. That's what this is about. And
Yeah.
let's talk about some things. So,
Yeah.
Trump says he's done wonderful things for the economy. What is your thoughts on that?
I think it's a little bit growing up on the farm. I was trying to think of these analogies. My hunch is it's a little bit like the guy at a factory running an engine into the ground and then claiming great numbers. Now, true, you mentioned this earlier when I was on the broadcast. We don't know yet. I think the 3% number was supposed to be annual, right? I think that's right. And I know that it's gone as high as 4 something and is down to like, I don't know, whatever it is now. I don't think most, at least the numbers I've seen, is that most people in kind of middle income are not yet seeing the advantages. I think Dodd-Frank.
I'll let you
Go
finish,
ahead.
but I disagree with that point.
Okay, well, what are you seeing?
Okay, so when we talk about numbers, I think that we both, agree that you can kind of, say this number means this and this number means that, and think, I could say jobs are this, and you could say, well, what I have studied is jobs are this, and maybe neither one
Right.
of them are right. Here's the reality.
Well, I guess what I try and do, go ahead.
No, I have a lot of tradesmen that come through, and this is kind of how I keep my finger on the pulse. Is I ask them, like, how is business? Like, all through the whole time I've been teaching, from the 90s, when I have a carpenter, a plumber, or any of the tradesmen in, and for the last year solid, when I talk to tradesmen, they go, life's pretty good right now, and they
Orders are
didn't
up.
say that for 8 years.
Orders are up.
Yeah, construction's up.
Okay.
Or there's Thad, who is here now. he's saying that the places that rent machinery, where you could used to just go get a machine and rent it and take it, now you've got to make a reservation. And I don't want to put words in his mouth, but now you have to kind of, they're still available, but now it's not, you can't just waltz in and get whatever you want and waltz out. You have to kind of make a plan to have that stuff arranged to be able to pick it up now. And so, just the rental of the heavy equipment and things like that, that all seems to be positive indicators for me. And then when I talk to guys like that, when they say from years past, this is an increase or an improvement, that means a lot more to me than numbers that can be fudged for the good or for the bad.
Right. Well, I tend to look at things like the CBO, Congressional Budget Office. I tend to look to try and look at what I think of are nonpartisan numbers insofar as I can.
Right.
Anecdotally, on my side of the street, I come from a farming background, and the tariffs have been painful. I think it's interesting that what you have a lot of Trump supporters saying is that they acknowledge the pain, but they're willing to live with it because they think it bodes well or even better for the future. I know a popular
I agree
saying
with that.
Right. I understand that. I think it's probably, in fairness, when you ask me the question about how's the economy doing, my hunch is it's still a little too early to tell, but I will tell you my biggest concern is that I think the tax break is going to, a lot of the provisions that are kind of helping out, that may be helping out the middle class in the short term. And I say maybe because for a long time, a lot of those advantages were just going to buying back stocks. That's what the companies were doing in order to drive up their price per share. And it looks like there is some upward pressure now starting to apply on wages, which I think is really where the rubber meets the road for the middle class. But I think most of those benefits really are going to be geared towards the very wealthy and corporations. I think it's probably too soon to know that for sure, but I do know that the provisions of the tax cut sort of have the middle class benefits fading away after about 4 to 5 years. But the stuff for the corporations and the 1% stay in place.
No society has ever taxed itself into prosperity.
Well, we had roughly a 91% effective tax rate under Eisenhower, and most people would say that those were the MAGA days on the richest members of our society.
Okay,
I mean, we built interstate highway systems. We started what would become the Apollo program.
Yeah,
there was some pretty substantial stuff that we did as a society.
Right. All that stuff could be happening now, and it's not because we have so many entitlement programs. The welfare system is completely different than it was in Eisenhower's days, and I think it's really not a fair comparison.
Well,
because back then, 90% of the people used to work. Now 50% of the people actually work and pay taxes.
And it's only charity if you get to choose where the money is spent. I'm sorry, when you take it from me and spend it where I don't want it, that is theft. Period. I don't care how you put it.
Okay. When we currently spend about $52 billion, that's with a B, in entitlement programs, and we currently grant about $92 billion with a B in corporate welfare by the way of subsidies. Now, the way this works, like on small politics level, on county levels, is some guy will come in and promise 25 manufacturing jobs, and he puts up a pole barn, and he's given incredible tax abatements. And like most businesses, doesn't make it past 3 to 5 years, and then you're kind of on the hook, and the counties keep doing this over and over and over and over and over again. My point is that I think it's fair for us to expect those who are prospering to pay their fair share. And we can have a debate about what that is, but I don't think giving.
I would like to have a debate about what the word fair means.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I believe that society, there should be a sharing of the common good, but if we're talking percentages, that's bullshit. Like, if we want to talk about a flat tax, every citizen in the country pays this. I'm on board with that. But if I got to pay more because I work harder, I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I pay a lot of fucking taxes.
Right. Yeah, I all I can tell you is that America is typically, and you can make the argument that in part the reason we did better during the Eisenhower administration years was we were the only game in town. If you wanted anything in the way of durable goods after the end of the Second World War, you had to come to us. So it's a question of market share as well. There are a lot of factors that go into it in that respect. But in all honesty, here's my look at it. I'm an infrastructure guy. I believe in good roads, good bridges. If we say that a K through 12 education was important and it's provided for, I think Jefferson actually set it up by county and township apportionment, 36 or whatever it is. What is it? 12 townships to a county, 36 by 36 miles for a county. I can't remember all the details. But Center Township, the sale and the property taxes from those lands were to go to fund public education in that county. I think, a lot of people laugh to give you kind of head off in a direction where I think I'm sort of like, as you said when we were announcing that we were going to do this a week or so ago, I got a friend and he is out there. This is probably the thing that people are going to think he's out there. I think Sanders is right when he talks about trying to make higher education either, if not free, then at least a hell of a lot more affordable than it is. Because I think as a society, we've progressed to the point where if you thought K through 12 was what you needed, and that was true 50, 75 years or so or more ago, it's now progressed to the point where a BA is probably the equivalent thereof. So I don't think that's such an outrageous argument to be made.
Well, I do, because every time I need a BA, I just hire somebody that has one.
Yeah, but you have to have somebody who has one.
Yeah, whatever. And actually, I don't. But anyway, but that's a limited case. I understand. But the thing is that if we include now 4 more years into public education, that's what it would become. Now we just have 4 years of college that are just as shitty as 4 years of high school. Like anything the government touches, it turns to shit.
Well, let's look at TRICARE. My father-in-law is a retired U.S. naval captain, and he's been kept alive by TRICARE. This is the argument that a lot of people, and we can kind of segue into healthcare with this as well. And I'm sure, Don, you've got TRICARE. I'm sure Tim does. Anybody former military.
Only if you retire or if you were medically retired.
Okay. So my point is that in his case, it's kept him alive. He had his first cardiac event when he was serving at the Pentagon after having served in Vietnam. And I think he's had how many heart attacks? 7 heart attacks since then. And so I think, is it true in the same way that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely? Is it also therefore a corollary to say that a more complex system typically can result in either greater inefficiencies and or greater corruptions? Yes, that's true. Does it have to? No.
Yeah,
I don't.
But it's proven to do that.
Time and time again,
almost 100% of the time.
Well, I mean, look. What would we point to? You and I had kind of started on this conversation a couple of years ago. I think you had put the question out. Tell me one thing the government does well, and then I rattled off about 20 or so, and you jokingly said, I said one thing. I would say the Tennessee Valley Authority, good plan. I would say the interstate highway system, land grant colleges. Under Lincoln, we had the grant of territories to the West that opened up the West and got farmers started, which built out the nation.
But now, hold on a second. Even
yeah.
we go to TVA, there are people that are still unhappy because they were thrown off their land. Talk about westward expansion. Let's talk to the fucking Native Americans about that. Like,
right. I'm not saying there aren't downsides to this, and I'm not saying we shouldn't have conversations about measuring cost benefit. I think those are definitely worth having. But if a community needs a hospital or a school, for instance, eminent domain is how we have done it in the past. That's the trade-off.
But but here's the problem. It's like, okay, if I say, okay, I agree with we should have taxation for my local community, school, hospital, roads. Well, then why is my tax money leaving? Why is it going somewhere else? And so all this stuff that involves the government taking my money from me is my answer is always going to be, I want to pay my fair share, and my fair share is one set amount that every American pays.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to kind of looking at flat tax approaches and that type of thing and flattening out the tax code and making that simpler. I'm willing to certainly take a look at that. Let me talk about from a subsidy standpoint, because I think what you're talking about is welfare, generally speaking. Agriculture in America does not run without welfare. Why is that? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? On balance, I think it's a good thing, and here's why.
What we allow them to
What's
sell.
that, Don?
Because we put limits on what they're allowed to produce and sell. I mean, it's
Right,
everybody's
and
known
we do
that.
that. We do that because if we go ahead.
Well, I mean, in a free market, you should be able to produce what you want to produce and put it out there to sell, and that drives prices down because there's more product for people to get. Like, what someone has to regulate how much food is there, but yet we have people starving. Like, people could afford to eat if there was more food available. Period.
Well, the problem is that it costs a certain amount to grow it. And if the price is driven so low, let's just say that number is $1 for a bushel of corn. If it is, and the farmer says, well, I can't grow a bushel of corn for $1, I guess I'm going to have to go get a job in town. Now, the problem with agriculture specifically is it takes about 20 years of apprenticeship to make a farmer worth a damn, who can kind of take all the variables into account and judge. So we're going to let that go, start making widgets in a factory somewhere. Now, the problem is that if you thought oil, standing in line for oil when OPEC got its act together in 73 was bad, wait till ConAgra, Ciba-Geigy, and a lot of other large agribusinesses basically have control over American food production. It's not something we want to contemplate, and so those safeguards were put into place to make sure that we could have farmers ride out those highs and lows over time and still keep them resident on.
What it sounds like to me is like trying to regulate our way to freedom. Like, you cannot regulate your way to freedom. Like, regulation is putting limits on things. And like, if you're looking at like some kind of big picture thing, like it would be a self-regulating market. Like, it's, you know, like only the strong survive. Like, you're going to make it, and if we need more food, there may be a shortage for a short period of time, but they will create more food, they will fill those gaps, and it will eventually reach homeostasis. I don't understand why we have to keep forcing either farmers off their lands and stuff like that. Just let them produce the food, and if they make it, let them sell it.
Well, the problem is that they'll produce themselves into oblivion. I mean, they already have the capacity.
That's
to
a personal choice that they are making to do. Like, you grew up.
No, they're being forced economically to do it, because if they don't produce more, they'll get even less for it, and it's this insidious downward spiral. So they have to produce just to be able to feed their families.
Yeah, but like, okay, so they're gonna, let's say, you know, these guys win and they go after the guns like they're saying to. Am I just supposed to be like, oh,
wait a minute,
hey,
let's back up on that for a second. Has somebody said that? Has somebody in the House said that?
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi
said what? That they were going to come for the guns?
Yeah, if we get in, we're going to put all of our efforts on gun control. Period. Gun control, and they've minced no words about it.
Hold on, just a second. I'm trying to make sure we stay on path here. It's the farming. Right. I see Don's side. I see your side. I understand the big picture is if we're not careful, we'll lose all of our homegrown farmers and we'll just have these huge corporations. I get that. Like, I understand that. I don't know where I'm at on that exactly. I'm not against, you know. So let's close that topic, and then now let's open gun control.
Okay.
Now, so for you guys, Troy is, like I said, a friend, an alumnus, and so he might not have an exact, you know, way of thinking about this stuff, but like he's not. He's
intelligent. He's well spoken, and
he may be whoo on some other things, but he's not completely whoo on that one.
No. All right, so anyway, so as Don said, Nancy Pelosi said, if we get control, we're coming after the guns. Troy, how would you like to respond?
Well, I think it's interesting to note the Supreme Court, just with Kavanaugh and Gorsuch on it, just now upheld, in effect, California's restriction on open carry. If I got that right, you guys probably know this better than I do.
I don't even know. I don't know that the Supreme Court heard that.
No, they passed. They let stand.
Oh, right.
So a case was brought by somebody in California, and you'll have to forgive me for not having the details down to brass tacks, but if I understand it correctly, an aggrieved individual in California brought suit saying that they should be able to open carry. That made its way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court chose not to hear the case, which meant that the California law stayed in place, and the California law says no open carry. Those are kind of the broad strokes of the case. I think what we really need to have is a debate about, because I know you guys are like me. You're certainly not happy about seeing what happens when there are mass shootings. So I guess since I consider you guys to have a greater degree of credibility on these issues, what, if anything, would you see doing to address those things?
Nothing about guns. I mean, like,
right?
When people use the term gun violence, my fucking head explodes. That's like saying
just violence.
Hammer violence or axe violence or fucking automobile violence. Like, it's a fucking ridiculous term, and it just shows like they're. I don't know. It boggles my mind. But everybody that's committed a mass murder also drove a vehicle to that mass murder. Like,
right. Well,
and I know that's borderlining on ridiculous, but they still, like, I mean, and there's been mass killings that have been carried out with knives and axes and other things that a gun wasn't even involved. And in China, about 5 months ago, I think a dude killed 18 or 19 people, stabbed like 25 people. You know, like, crazy. Like, we need guns.
Same thing in Russia, right? Wasn't there there was another event like that in Russia a couple of years ago too, I think.
But the thing is, we need guns because of those people.
I don't think we can do anything to stop violence. I just think we can lessen its impact by being prepared to answer whenever it comes.
Right.
The more people that are prepared to do that, the
here's
less damage they'll do.
Right. So my perspective on that, and here's what I thought maybe one of the directions you were going to head in, is I agree. My wife is often fond of saying complex problems seldom, if ever, yield themselves to simple solutions. So I always think it's going to take a multi-pronged approach. Did I get that right, Caroline?
We would rather have her on this feed anyway.
Well, if I can prompt her to, maybe I can get her to sit down. No, she says no. She's not wearing her milk bone. But one of the things I thought maybe you're going to head in is to say, I haven't researched the issue, but the Israelis seem pretty effective about this stuff. Like, they don't have people walking into schools killing their kids, as far as I know. And you have suicide bombers, right, on buses.
Because in Israel, the teachers are armed and they have soldiers at the schools,
and they have a wall.
Okay, so I guess the first place I was going to start, and again, I'm sort of making the devil's advocate argument from a progressive standpoint. I would say currently, whatever we're doing in airports to keep those spaces safe, let's think about starting to do that in K through 12 institutions and colleges. That might not be a bad idea, someplace to start. And certainly part of that includes an armed response. I don't think that's a bad idea. Some other notes I took down on this was, and this may just be me bringing a certain kind of mindset to the issue, but I'm kind of offended that we don't allow the CDC to actually study gun violence.
I'm glad we don't either, because there's no fucking such thing as gun violence, and it's not a fucking disease.
Okay. Then I chose the wrong term.
Well, you can't
violence
catch it.
Involving firearms. What's that?
You can't catch it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Disease.
Can't catch it.
You can't catch gun violence.
There is no safe place.
That's why the CDC shouldn't be allowed to study it, because it's not a disease.
Disease is in their name?
Yeah, because
you mean
the
because
Center for Disease Control
in their name? Yeah. I'm sort of like, they look at other issues, not all, epidemiological.
Right, that's outside their purview.
Involving any number. Okay. What I'm saying, the argument I'm trying to make is that I don't think anything is beyond our being able to study and it being worth studying. so that we should be better informed about the kinds
I'm
of
all
decisions
for it.
we're making from a policy standpoint.
I'm all for
Okay.
it.
Okay, good.
Haven't we been doing
other thing-
a study, since like Independence Day, like guns made us free, guns keep us free. We've got several hundred years.
I'm glad we have a Marine here.
Yeah.
Because we have the total antithesis of
Listen,
guess.
boil it down to the
Right to the point.
Boil it down to the least. Let's just get right down to the pharmaceutical grade shit. There is no safe places. Guns make places safer if responsible people are there to step up. If we're looking for an answer, there you go. Congratulations, we just solved all the world's problems. Let's do that.
Well, I certainly think having that in the toolbox is part of it, but I wouldn't go to work with only a hammer in my box.
Yeah, well,
That's my point.
No,
we
I'd
have
want
this
to
ability-
know what tools I could use.
We have this
Go ahead.
ability to talk about these problems because natural selection just doesn't occur anymore. Like, there is no safe place. Like, if you were born with all things equal, like, day one, something's gonna fucking eat you because you don't have a fucking gun. Like,
Did Nate King Cole really just post follow the money?
I'm glad somebody finally said it.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it.
The other thing I was going to say is that the one issue that comes out to me on this again and again and again, and we can always switch if this is getting too boring or dry, but is maybe modify the privacy laws involving mental health care providers who would be vetted by a judge. In other words, if they think there's a real concern, just like we do for probable cause and issuing warrants, go talk to them and say, like this individual who walked into Parkland, if we could have a system that would give a heads up to
Now,
say, this guy is struggling with some.
I don't know exactly what the backgrounds and of counseling and all this that all these people had, but if you tell, like if you tell anybody you're going to murder somebody, they have to respond to the police with that. Even your attorney, that's the only thing that's not covered under attorney-client privilege is your plans to murder somebody else. Not even that is covered. So nothing really would have to be changed.
Yeah, well, then I don't know why that's not, because we've had several cases now where individuals, where it's later been revealed, like the guy at Sandy Hook, had these problems, and apparently the guns were secured for some period of time out of concern of these issues. Then why isn't it getting to the next step?
I think
somewhat
we
similar
could
to
end
what
that.
we do.
I think we could end that even faster. When those dudes walk into a gun shop, they look like fucking weirdos. Like the dude at the gun shop just say, "This dude looks pretty fucking weird." Like, have you seen a picture of these fucking guys? Like, they look like they're fucking gonna kill people. Like, yeah, don't sell that guy a gun. That
That
dude's
1,000-yard
definitely gonna shoot
stare
up a
might,
school.
that 1,000-yard stare might be a tip off. Yeah. But there doesn't seem to be a provision in the Second Amendment for weird looking dudes.
Yeah, no. But here's my thing, Troy, and I'll speak for Don here. Limiting my rights
Okay.
doesn't make me safer, and that's all. Why do I have to?
Yeah,
why
I don't.
I have to give up
on
something.
its face. I don't disagree with that on its face, and I don't think anything I've suggested and I admit that these are proposals very much in their nascent stage. They need to be fleshed out. We as a society need to be having discussions about what kind of security we're going to have in places, or are we going to just go ahead?
I'm sorry. There's a delay, and I'm not trying to talk over you.
No, it's okay.
I am way more likely to vote yes, let the CDC study this stuff than I am to even consider any gun control because of this. And even though the gun control, this stuff, it's horrific. It's horrific. It still accounts for the deaths in this country that much. And I don't want another one to happen. I don't want another synagogue to get shot up. I don't want another school. I don't want another black church to get shot up. I don't want anybody to get shot up. And but again, as the woman you're with, who I won't name, that you did, as she suggested, complex problems, complex solutions.
Yes.
And but I'm not about anything that limits my rights, and you understand that.
Right.
I want less people having a say
Yeah,
in my
absolutely.
day-to-day operations than more. Like, I don't want them to add more shit. I want them to take shit away. It needs to be simpler, not more complex, because it only becomes complex because we add more rules. Like, nobody even knows all the laws that are out there. Like, why can't we just have one set of rules? We have 4 range rules on our range. They seem to work really good. It's less than anyone else I know.
Well, we only need one. Treat all guns if they're always loaded.
Right, but some people need shit spelled out for them. So.
Well, that's why we have 50
Exactly, but
gazillion
that's
laws.
my point. Like, there are, if we look at it from, like, I can talk about guns and ranges because I spend time on them all the time. Like, the more rules they add, the more rules get broken, and therefore they fail. Whereas we just have 4, and everybody goes home every day, time after time after time, thousands of people. I just don't see any reason to add complexity to something that's so simple. Get training, carry a gun, show up.
Okay, well, that takes.
Well, that
level
might
of
be one.
dedication
That might be one extra layer of complexity I would add. Would be to say require. I mean, in Kentucky anyway, training is required. Now we may have debates about what the quality of that training is like.
Well, I don't know about. I don't know about Kentucky.
I think
and I don't know why. I don't know why you're
training
talking about Kentucky. I don't know why you're talking about Kentucky. But anyway, I don't think there should be a requirement to have anything to do with firearms, like at all. Like, I'm a firearms instructor, and I don't think there should be any law that compels people to get training for a firearm.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea. So we differ in that respect.
Well, I mean, I think they should. I just don't think it should be a law.
Right.
Because then it gets into the, you got to be able to read a newspaper to vote with the Jim Crow laws. And the black people would go to vote and it'd be a Chinese newspaper. Like, who's giving the test? You know, like, I don't want any kind of, I don't want a government controlled carry permit system. And I know some people came and got mad at me about that.
I understand that all these things pose particular problems, pose potential problems. Both God and the devil are in the details, so to speak. But, that doesn't keep us from trying to work out an approach that makes sense. So you're right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we want to talk about? Troy, do you want to pick a topic or you got something?
It's good to see you, by the way. I'm sorry I missed you while you were in town. I always do love getting a chance to actually talk to you face to face. Because we don't spend our time talking about this dumb shit, because we actually do.
We would probably all fist fight if we talked about this one.
Yeah, no, spend time finding reasons that you guys can like each other and not so many why you dislike each other. Like, they keep breaking us into fucking pieces. We have nowhere to go but down.
And like
James and I were talking about the other day, we said, look, everybody basically wants the same things. They want, safety for themselves and their family. They want peace, and they want prosperity. The only question has been, how do we do that? And that's where the rubber meets the road.
Well, I don't know if you heard about this guy we were talking about that used to live down in the jungle named Chevy Camaro that was apparently a socialist. Had T-shirts with his face on them?
Yes.
What?
Yes, Chevy Camaro. I think that's the CIA file actually has in the tab.
Probably.
It says Chevy Camaro.
Probably. So you have a topic you want to talk about, Troy?
Well, I thought it might be interesting. Like, I think in this day and age, a lot of people wonder why do I consider myself a progressive or a liberal? And for me, a big part of that has just been, I grew up. My grandparents were Depression era folks, and when I try and think about a time in our history, with maybe the exception of either the Revolutionary War or maybe the Civil War, that period that went from basically the First World War through the Great Depression, then through the Second World War, when I think about that generation, I think the moniker is not without merit, that they often get characterized as the greatest generation. Now, I think pressure tends to make diamonds. And when you think about a society being under pressure, that was a period of incredible pressure, historically speaking, for our society. And I look at them, and I know FDR is the poster boy for socialism for a lot of folks in the world, but he got elected 4 times. And there was a reason
those
for
are only 2-year terms.
And I think it's... I got you, James Jagger. I have been educated. I do not believe you. you know, and I think probably just to simplify things, because, you know, I know you probably got other folks you want to talk to, and I certainly want to watch results come in like you guys do, is that the great guiding principle that I think he operated by was we have to do something to try and make sure that people aren't suffering, whether that's starvation or can't find meaningful work or whatever it is. So we're going to try these things. And if they don't work, we're going to try something else. And we're going to keep doing that until we find something that works.
But here's the problem.
So
Eventually,
the position I come from is that we created a system of government in order to be able to improve our lot in life. Even if I go back to Platonic principles of men coming down out of trees, the only reason to form as a society was to make things better than they were for us each as individuals. Now, do I think that means that we give up our individuality? Certainly not. Western thinking has been rooted firmly, and I think rightly so, on the preeminence and the rights of the individual. But I think we have an incredible opportunity to do a lot of very good things in the world. And yes, does it get corrupted? Yes. Does it get misdirected? Yes, it does. People take advantage of the system. There are $700 hammers. There are people who scam the system.
The $700 hammers.
I get that. I understand.
The $700 hammers were the way the CIA hid the money for the Iran-Contra shit.
You know, if only there was a thing.
Well, but Truman found $700 hammers when he was doing his research during World War II as well. So
here's the thing. I'm sorry, Don.
Well,
here's the thing. Socialism has never worked, and everybody that's for socialism says, well, it's never been done right. I get that. I will say that it's never been done right. I'll give that. But eventually, all socialism must fail because it doesn't reward the individual's work ethic, and you run out of other people's money to give away. Like there's no way socialism.
But what we've always had in America is a kind of modified socialism. That's why, in large part, it does work for things like national park systems, interstate highway systems, land grant colleges, the rural electrification program. All those things are forms of socialism, but you're right, they're not pure socialism. And I think you are right there again as well. Just like libertarianism has never been tried anywhere, but we have forms of it that have been successful.
Well,
so
listen,
it's always
like-
a
like
process
the
of creating an
electric
amalgam of these elements.
Like the electric grid. I pay for that when it gets to my house. The interstate system,
There's
I
a
got
delivery
tax on that. It's a usage tax. I got a tax at the pump. You know, when I go to the state park, I just bitched about paying $30
Yeah,
on
but
my
to
motorcycle.
create it, to set it all up, property.
I get it. I get
through
it.
eminent
but
domain.
But it's not socialist. That shit ain't free.
I think it's funny that they talk about
Well, it's a redistribution. It's a redistribution of wealth in that we're saying we're going to take money from this group and devote it to something we think is going to benefit the whole, which is, say, for instance, the interstate highway system.
I get
and they're
that.
not toll roads, so I mean,
I
what
get
you're
that.
paying in terms of excise tax ain't much.
Bullshit. And furthermore, like that's one thing, but taking my money,
You mean in gas tax or something?
yeah, it's taxed.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
like-
Yeah.
I really dislike
Yeah, but it's
all
not-
this
it's-
talk of socialism. And
For the value that we get out of it, do you think it's too much? It's like a
But
stamp
no,
being
here's my
35
point. But
cents.
here's
Does
my
that still seem
point.
like a lot?
My point was I pay for that. The government didn't do that for me. I pay for that with that tax every time I fill my
They
thing
set up the initial. They set up the initial framework.
well,
to
they've
make
been
it possible.
paid back with interest. It was a loan. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Well, it's an
wasn't out of-
upkeep situation as well.
It's more than that. But listen, this all goes back to this. It's a usage tax. I don't have to pay a fuel tax unless I use fuel. I don't have to pay for electricity unless I use electricity. My thing is, if it were a
Yeah,
flat
but all
tax,
the things that bring you a
if it were
modern
a flat
society
tax-
come through that conduct that you do pay for.
if we had a flat tax,
Not
I
just
would be
use it,
much.
not just. Go ahead.
I would be much happier. And there's a huge problem with like 48% of this country being on welfare. That's a huge problem. We have to do something about that.
48% of Americans are on welfare.
Don't pay taxes. About 48%. Look
Okay.
the numbers up. About 48% of the country does not pay taxes. So that's I understand that some people are on disability. I got no problem with that. But there's a whole bunch of people that should be working that ain't. They ain't pulling their weight.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's that high, but I don't have the number in front of me right now either.
I don't have the number in front of me right now, but it's about half the country doesn't pay taxes. I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Look at these guys. It's a lively bunch over here.
Yeah, they're not
Everybody's
laughing anymore.
Fired up.
Troy brought a serious note.
Fuck. Goddamn B Rad.
Well, I started out with a hat, damn it. I was really trying.
You were right. All your good information was at the beginning.
well, B-Rad, we appreciate you tuning in.
Well, wait a minute.
with us. What? Oh, the other person?
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, like, Caroline or someone nearby slipped me a question and said, could you talk about someone from Tennessee talking about not paying taxes when there's no income state tax? Is that true? You guys have no?
Yeah, we don't have a state income tax.
That is true.
And check it out. Our schools are fine. Our roads are fine. All our shit's fine. We don't have a state income tax.
That is true.
Check that shit out.
How do you levy for that?
How do I levy for what?
Sales tax is huge
Yeah.
Not in a quarter state.
for roads and everything else.
Yeah, but it's a consumption tax. If you don't buy anything, you get to keep your fucking money.
Okay.
So it encourages saving.
Well, of course, you can't have an economy where you don't buy anything. That's really shooting
Yeah, but
capitalism
you
right.
also
in the
don't
foot.
have a government stealing my fucking money and wasting it.
Fuck them.
I don't have
They
to
used
pay
to-
taxes in Tennessee unless I want to.
They used to do a thing in the Marine Corps called combined.
Well, you have to
federal
if you want to
campaign.
do business.
We're talking about Tennessee, though.
But it kind of segues into this stuff. They did a thing called combined federal campaign, and it was kind of like voluntary. You're going to give money, but you will go. You will give. But the thing about it was you got to pick what you gave that money to. That's my whole problem with this thing. I don't mind giving money, but I want to pick where it's going to. Like, we should be able to do
Well,
that.
but you would probably, Don, in fairness, you would probably have a concern about people if demographics shifted enough who said, well, I don't want to pay for the military anymore. We both know that's crazy. Of course you need to pay for a military.
And
so we would say to them, you don't get to opt out of it.
intended for. Government was intended to regulate interstate commerce and for the overall protection of the republic from outside enemies. They only had two jobs.
Well, to that, I would probably
one.
quote James Monroe and say, if men were angels, there would be no need for government.
Okay.
So
Troy,
obviously we need, yeah.
you get the last word. So take a minute or two and say whatever you want, and then we got to go on. And we appreciate you coming in. You get the final word.
Well, that's very gracious of you. And I would just say I appreciate the time and being able to chat with you guys. And as you said, to be able to continue to be friends amid the exchanges and conversations, because honestly, I think whatever we decide in terms of brass tacks, that kind of connectedness is the only thing that's really going to preserve us as a nation.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate it.
You are my brother. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. It was good to see you.
Thanks,
Tell
guys.
everyone we said hi.
Have a good night. Good to see you
Good night,
too,
sir.
Don.
So B-Rad, again, is my friend. He has different views. Notice that we didn't yell at each other. Notice he didn't call me a motherfucker. You know, Don got kind of mad, but he didn't punch anybody.
I just
okay?
always fucking sound that way.
And the thing is, we have to be able to talk. So you guys that are all on here like, who's that fucking guy and all that stuff, like, guys, we're never gonna accomplish anything by yelling at each other. And again, that guy's my friend. If you say shit to insult him, you're insulting me because he is my friend. So knock that shit off.
Well, James, I also got to get going. But
Don,
man, thanks for having me on
Thank
here,
you for coming on the show.
You are welcome. But anyway, it was good to not see everybody. But thanks for chiming in and thanks for all the kind words, guys. It was awesome to see you. See you at your next class.
Don's got to work tomorrow.
Don does have to work tomorrow for this guy, but that guy's going to be there.
So,
Bye, everybody.
so if we look at the probability meters, the blue team getting control of the House, it looks like it's at 81%. The red team getting control of the Senate looks like it's a 66% probability. So that's where we're at there. But it ain't over till it's over. And man, Lord knows that the 2016 race was a nail biter. I mean, for the first 3 minutes, and then fucking Trump stomped everybody's ass. So, hey Becca, can I get you to go get me another Monster, please? Please. So people asking where the costume is. So, hey, do you want to do another one of those, Shelton?
Yeah, we can. I got one queued up.
Just let me know which. Are they going to be able to hear it this time?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Here, take care. James must have had to go use the restroom because he's a man. Whose coffee cup is this? Gay ass shit. That's right. Mr. America. Helping James hold down the fort here during this election coverage. And isn't it an interesting time to be a voter in this country? And I hope you guys all voted right today. You know what I'm saying? Now, James did early voting. Now, he did early voting because he thought if he waited too long that the Clintons might suicide him, also known as Arkancide. And then if they killed him, he'd already have his vote in. But I had to caution James. Now, if they kill you, you'll vote Democrat. So I want you guys to remember that if you love America and baseball and apple pie and wars and shit, Bed Bath and Beyond, stuff like that, you're going to have to vote Republican. If you like socialism and disease and rickets, you're going to vote Democrat. It's an easy choice. This is America. As long as I'm standing on it, that's the way it's going to be. That's right, America. Peace out. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. So who said somebody was an angel? All right, guys. So here we are. We'll talk more about some stuffs. Me and Lucille, my dance partner for the night. Okay, so I'll show you guys something. So this is a new XS front sight that is green. But check, it's got tritium in the middle that you can't see right now because it's not dark enough. But check this shit out. Boom! Look at that thing glowing. That's badass, ain't it? Check it out. Oh no! Don't shoot, Jaeger. So no. Okay. Ain't that badass? Check it out. How green it is. Let me light it up again. Again, it still has tritium in the middle, but it's got that glow in the darky stuff. But it's modern space age glow in the darky stuff, so it stays bright for a long time. That's pretty badass. It's pretty wicked. That's right. It's a glowy thing. Wayne, good, get him. Curtis says, I may be dumb, but how the fuck did you do that? You mean make it glow in the darky? That's new from XS. They do the glow in the darky. How bright that thing is. That's crazy. Somebody said the Georgia Democratic Party hacked the voter registry. Somebody said. That sounds like fake news, man. It doesn't. I don't know that green is the easiest color for the eyes. That's why night vision is green, and the dots are going to start coming as green. But I don't know what you're asking me. Thin or thick limes? I don't know what that means. Is that some kind of gay shit? I don't know what that means. Oh, this isn't the new Surefire model. This is the prototype of the new Surefire model. I think somebody's asking me about these, but these came on sale yesterday. Like I told somebody in the class that it was SHOT Show, but they came on sale. So yeah, this is the new it's newly released yesterday from Surefire, the Stiletto. And so it's rechargeable. It's got this port that you put a micro USB in. It's got the on button and then a programming button right here. At the back, it's got that. So with the programming button, you can make it do high, medium, low, low, medium, high. So high, medium, low. That's low. I wish it was 1 lux. It's actually a little too bright. And you can, like I said, use the programming button to change that. The rear is always high, and that's 600 lumens. It's always on high. If you hit it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It strobes. I don't care for the strobe, but it might do something else. I don't know. I'll throw away the instructions. But this is another one with a reverse clip. If you have a ball cap on, you can slide on the ball cap, use it for a work light. Bob K. It's funny. Do I have to shine my flashlight on my sights before a gunfight? That's good. That's good. Nice. That's good. How long do you think it would take to forcibly get politicians to overturn all gun laws? I don't know what you mean forcibly. I don't know what you mean.
You gotta go to each one of them's house.
Wild Bill, I hope that you guys go red, but I think you guys are going to go blue. So make sure all your people are out there. The white man is cancer that needs eradicated, says La Gripe Murtra. The white man is a cancer that needs eradicated. Well, I mean, well, there's a lot of shit you wouldn't have if it wasn't for white people. Like,
Hey, now you look.
now you'd probably have all that shit anyway. And you ain't got to be mean. How do you feel about rechargeable utility lights? I think rechargeable utility lights are fine. I have one in my pocket. People do that all the time. Like, I just showed you one. Socialism is the only way out for white America. Well, I don't know why you keep talking about white people. I mean, I got to be honest with you, bro. You sound a lot like a racist. So, might want to. Thomas Aker, good point. White people invented science and stuff. So there. Oh, and before you shit talk Thomas Aker, you might want to meet his wife. Hey guys, don't start yelling at that dude. Let him talk his silly shit. I actually think it's interesting when people come on here and talk that kind of mad shit. Like, it's, America's wealth belongs to all peoples of the world. Yeah, yes it does. We stole it from you because that's what we do. M1 Grandson says, Cold Steel Katana any good? My wife bought me a set of them and they look awesome. I've never killed anybody with one though. Penicillin was discovered by a white man. There you go. I believe that white people invented ice cream. I'm pretty sure about that. And peanut butter. Oh no, that was George Washington Carver. He was black. But fucking peanut butter is awesome. So thank you, George Washington Carver. Do you think a scarab is worth the money? Isn't that some kind of insect in fucking Egypt? It's a gun. I'm just fucking.
Boat. It was Miami Vice boat, man.
Oh yeah, that's a boat too. Yeah. Let's see. Tony from Scarface. I kill a socialist for free, but for a green card, I'm going to cut him up real nice. Hamburgers, white people. That's right. Thank you for that. Hamburgers for white people. Sandwiches in general. The Earl of Sandwich invented fucking putting a piece of meat between 2 pieces of bread. White dude. You're welcome. Like when you want to eat a hamburger and you don't... next time you eat a hamburger and you don't have grease in your fingers, think a white man. You could have left all that Kay Ludwig, you could left all that first sentence off. You're talking to a fucking chick. Talking to millennial dudes is a lot like talking to a fucking woman. Cut to the fucking chase. So your question is a taser pulse a good idea for self-defense? If that's all you can carry because you ain't got no balls, then carry it. This is like an insult. I don't know if you guys caught that or not. Was it subtle? Because it felt subtle, but I think it wasn't. White people invented sunscreen. You're welcome. You guys are funny. You guys are good. And then the eternal question, is a hot dog a sandwich? I get asked this every live feed.
No,
It's a hot dog,
it's a hot dog. A bun.
right?
Together.
Bread's all connected.
Yeah.
So who made that? Who made that?
Subway sandwich.
Who made that a rule? Who made that a rule?
I've had them where you cut the hot dog.
It's a sub.
Tell him to be quiet.
Yeah, he's the guy that carried all the
Al Gore invented the internet, and he was white. That's right. Thank you, guys. You got some good ideas on here. Best self-defense full auto 4570. Nothing. They got nothing over here.
self-defense for 4570.
Best full auto 4570 for defense. So I think somebody just said white people invented crackers. Yeah, Corey Sachs just said that. Like, Corey, why are you not a moderator on here? Like, these people need some help. Oh, man. White people invented mayonnaise. You're welcome. Jaeger, have you seen the Gen 5, Gen 19 MOS? I have not. I don't know if I didn't even know there was such a thing. Yes, Asians invented gunpowder. Whoop-de shit. It was black powder. Racist.
What about Thomas Crapper? He invented the toilet.
Is that true? Was that his name? Is that real?
Yeah. I always thought it was John Jay, but it's Thomas.
Arabs invented mathematical zero, coffee, and then Islam shut that shit down. That is true. Baghdad at one point was a center for art and culture. The alkaline battery was invented in Baghdad, and then Islam took over and basically locked it down at about 1700. Like over there, dude. Like it's like literally like going back in time. If you took the cars and the satellite dishes off the houses, it's fucking 400 years ago.
400.
I'm not kidding, man.
What kind of car did they have?
Bacon, white people. That's a good one. Guys, this white people thing is a joke. Okay, we can. Some of you guys are like looking shit up on Wikipedia. Like, we can cool that shit out. Some guy just said that the Chinese people invented capital letters. Thomas Aker, best food I had in Iraq. If you mean Iraqi food, which I assume you do, they made this thing. They were about this big around, and they translated it to me as potato chop. So imagine a ravioli, but instead of flour, it was like made with potato, and inside was whatever meat, ground beef or whatever, and then some kind of breading on top of that and deep fried. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but they were fucking awesome. Yes, I recommend excess sights. I got excess sights on all my stuff. I don't have one here with me, but the excess sight front sight, the front sight white stripe with tritium. So if you could imagine, it's a black sight with a white stripe down the middle and then a tritium dot right in the middle. So if you hold it on something light, the dark sides contrast. You hold it on something dark, the white stripe contrast. And then at night, the tritium works. And so if you can't afford an aim point, I get it. but you can't afford to put that on your rifle, and it will help you shoot in low and no light a bunch. But aim point's better. And Rendezvous on you asked earlier, and I just thought about it. You asked, should you get your first optic or should you get night vision? Well, first off, night vision costs like fucking $4,000, and fucking a sight costs a few hundred. So, like, that's not a fucking equal kind of a question. But I'm going to tell you to get a red dot sight first. The red dot sight works all the time with night vision or without, and it's a force multiplier. So you should have on your rifle, it should have a light so you can identify who you're shooting and if they should be shot or not, a sight, and a sling. But I would recommend a quality red dot before night vision. And night vision is more complicated than just putting on, now I can see at night. It's more complicated than that. I'm not saying that you couldn't figure it out, but I'm just saying you need a red dot. And even if you got night vision, you still need a red dot. Okay. Do you have the excess front sight on any of your AKs? Yes. Whatever you want to do on your AKs, but yes, I've got some excess. I used to have videos there on LIBERTV now, I guess, but big dots on some of my AKs. I've got the stripe on some of the AKs. So yeah. Oh, Liberty's on here. Hi, girl. My niece Liberty is posting as Barry Yeager, who is my brother. So what's up, Liberty? Is Honor there with you? So my two nieces, whom I love very much, Liberty and Honor. You want to come over and say hi to them, Becca?
No, go ahead.
Okay, my wife's here too. But anyway, Uncle Becca says hi. That's what they used to call Rebecca, Uncle Becca. But Liberty and Honor, I love you guys a whole bunch, and I'm glad you guys are there. And I'll try not to cuss so much now. Somebody said biscuits and gravy. I assume another invention by white people.
Maybe just instead of cereal.
What's that?
Instead of cereal.
Biscuits and gravy and cereal were invented by white people. So I have not used a Tika anything. Minimum mag capacity for EDC. Like, man, you got to get some training. Like, only people without training ask questions like that. You know, like I got some salty ass dudes that have been training over here for all week, and they probably got like, you know, like half a mag in their pill. They don't even know. They're like, I'll just shoot you and reload. I don't even care. I'm tired, man. Drew, what did you say the shortest barrel should be? I assume you mean for a 223 gun. I recommend that the shortest barrel be 11.5 inches. That's why the gun I spec'd out from Midwest Industries is 11.5 inches. It's the shortest gun that I have found to be 100% reliable. 10.5 inches is acceptable, I guess, but I really don't want anything shorter than that. And if you get something that's less than 10.5 inches, gotta be a piston gun for reliability. So switch on over to a Barrett or something like that. Thomas Aker, 1 to 4, 1 to 6 power for scope for general purpose fighting AR-15. Thomas, you guys that don't know Tom, he is a alumnus. He's been here many times. He's a shooter. So Tom, what I would say is this: scopes help you see better. They don't help you shoot better. And I call AR-15s and AKs 300-yard guns. So I think 4 power is plenty. I actually like the flip up 3 power for the aim point a lot. I mean, if you're asking me what I think the ideal setup for AR-15 for 0 to 300, I'm going to tell you like an aim point and an aim point magnifier that flips over and back. It's so fast to move back and forth, and I've just used it a bunch, and it lets me see all I need to see to shoot that gun as far as it's capable of being lethal. And I don't care what you say. Fucking AR-15 is a 300-yard gun. Folding stock on whatever. So here's the thing: people put like folding stock on AR ? That's not a question. Come on, guys. But here's the thing: if it doesn't need a folder on it, don't put a folder on it. Like, you're just adding more things that can break. Now, if you're asking about AR-15s, the only folder I can recommend is a law folder, but you're still adding more moving pieces to a machine. If you don't actually have to have it for storage, don't put a folder on anything. Okay? It's just that simple. How's the Miprolite red dot holding up? We haven't shot that gun in a while. We should get it back out, but I guess it's still working. Yes, I'm still carrying the M&P compact. Going to buy the MSR 15 Recon tomorrow from Savage. Is that a bad call? No, Preston Hughes, it's not. I got that Savage rifle that I got way back when. That's my loaner rifle I handed out in classes. Man, it's dirty as shit. I just keep squirting oil on it. I know it's just going to quit working one day just from having all the gunk in it. I really should clean that thing. But no, the Savage builds good stuff, dude. Ivan, I recommend a Midwest Industries 308, the Tactical Response Model 308 from Midwest Industries. Kwaku says, is not having a tritium strip. Man, I think you said not having a tritium strip on the rear sight of the excess sight's a problem. No, it's not. I was just talking to a guy about that earlier. I don't see it as being a problem. Unless you're shooting with night vision, and then you should have tritium front and back. You ought to put your nods on and look at those before you leave. And just so we can talk about it if we need to.
Fox News called the Dems win the House.
So Fox News is calling the Democrats winning the House. They're calling that right now. And so Fox News is giving the House to the Democrats. And I guess they've got, even though probably half the places have reported, they're going to go ahead and call that. So it doesn't mean it's a done deal, but Ilio Guida, sorry man, watching from Argentina. What's up, dog? Lars, who are you sending to Bastrop to teach this week? They're already there. You're getting Tim Morris and Jay Gibson. Woo! So you know it's not me and Don, right? Luke J is not here, man. The Nightmare. He's in Bastrop, Texas. David Hinton, how did the RAS 47 run for you guys? They ran great. We have another guy in class running one this weekend. Sticks fan says, ladies and gentlemen, we're officially screwed. We're not screwed, man. We are not screwed. Long as we got a rifle, we ain't nothing we don't want to be. Any experience with the Mossberg MVP bolt action rifles? Clint Smith at Thunder Ranch loves them. I've been in classes where people had them. They ran great. I got nothing bad to report. Springfield Saint, yes or no? Get a Midwest Industries. James, I have a 2011 Ram 1500, and it's a Haas. What do you think about the new Rams? I fucking like them. Dude, I mean, I don't really, like, listen, I want my truck to be reliable and stuff, but I just don't really get into, man, I fucking love this fucking truck. You know, I don't tell people, fucking Chevy sucks. You know, I ain't that guy. Like, I've had good luck with Dodges. I've always been a Mopar guy. Every vehicle that me and my wife have ever bought new has been a Mopar. I did buy a used Toyota one time and a used Ford. Okay, I've moved on. But anyway. But I just always been a Mopar guy, and we've had great service out of them. You guys are such fucking drama queens. Oh, rest in peace, America. Fucking, I mean, I'm serious. You guys are fucking. Maybe now, fucking America will fucking wake up. If we got Democrats fucking waging war, maybe we'll fucking wake back up. That if we lost this election, it's our fucking fault. It's not their fault. Like, they did everything they could do to give us this fucking election. So if we can't win it, if our people won't get off their ass and vote, then apparently we didn't deserve to have it. Okay, if it, and that's that, But I gotta say it's a, I don't have a defeatist attitude about it. We can still push back. There's no problem there. And ultimately, we don't have to do anything they say because we have guns. That's why I have a gun, so other people's will cannot be imposed on me. That's why we have guns. Prism optics work it for astigmatism or just train more with common red dots. I don't know exactly what you're asking me, XC1525, but here's the thing. If you have an astigmatism, a dot doesn't look like a dot. It looks like a smear or a burst or whatever. Who gives a fuck? Put that thing, whatever it is, on the target and press the trigger. Like, trust me, your error is fucking bigger than that fucking dot is. And turn the power down too, make the dot as dim as you can still see it. It also makes it smaller. But don't worry about that stuff. Any review on the Surefire Stiletto? I've done about 100. The Surefire Stiletto is great. Jaeger, give us your best Martha Raddatz impersonation. I don't even know who that is. Corey, yes, thanks for telling me that my truck's a Ram. I still call it a fucking Dodge. I don't give a fuck what you say. Corey Sachs. Big Ike says, hey, James, I have a Bushmaster AR. Just wondering how they have fared in your class. Bring it to class and we'll check it out. Man, oh man. Here's the thing. If you don't like the kids getting brainwashed in school, fucking raise them yourself. Don't let the school do it for you. Somebody just said, are Palmetto State AR-15s any good? I have one with over 2,000 rounds with no problems. Your thoughts? Well, my thoughts are you have one with over 2,000 rounds, right? Fucking Jesus Christ. Martha Raddatz is Skeletor. Have you ever eaten a ghost chili? No. Favorite tires to use on your motorcycle? Actually, I like the Dunlaps that come on the Harleys, and all the Harley guys are like, I hate them. They don't fucking do whatever. I don't know, but like whatever tire came on my bike is what I put back on the bike. I figure those dudes that have like all the pins in their pocket that design, they have glasses and they design fucking shit and they've never talked to a woman without giving her credit card number first. I figured they're really good at math and shit, and they wouldn't put a tire on the bike that wasn't good for the bike. You know, like that? So somebody says, what's your heritage? I'm Russian. I did a whole thing on this because I am 2.5% black. So I am more black than Elizabeth Warren is Native American. So I should be able to get something out of that, right? Some kind of American Negro College Fund or something like that. Like I should be able to get something. If she can be the only minority on the staff of her college, like why can't I get something because I'm black? Like I just want to know what that is. It's something. Like, can I get something? I don't know, man. But anyway, so the rest of it is I'm pretty much boiled down to the half of it being Scots-Irish and half of it being German, which explains my my propensity for violence, but not my lack of alcoholism. Tom Jefferson says, are home builds allowed in class? Yeah, if only I'd done a video on that.
1 day ago.
People did shit on purpose. Pocahontas, that's right. Jason, the color of this is actually ninja smoke. People are always bitching about my tattoos. They go, your tattoos look like shit. I'm like, they're mine, motherfucker. What do you care? Like, your tattoos look like shit. I'm a libertarian and fuck you. I'm like, wait a minute. If not a Harley, what bike would you ride? Trust me, this is my first Harley, probably my last. The next one is probably going to be a BMW or a Honda Goldwing or a Yamaha. I think their big one is the Venture or Venture. I'm looking at all of those, but the BMW 1600B or whatever, the bagger. But Rebecca wants one with the recliner on the back, so I probably won't get anything cool. John Lovell told me Trigicon over XS. So, are you trying to start a fucking fight just because John Lovell's fucking retarded, don't know what he's talking about? Somebody said more like Pocahonky. Drew says, I hear the 2020 Goldwing comes with drawers. Listen, dude, I don't fucking ride the Chili's fucking bike night. Like, I want to ride this fucking summer fucking 8,400 miles. Like, if I want to ride a goddamn Goldwing, I'll ride a goddamn Goldwing. And anybody wants to fucking make fun of me, go ahead and make fun of me while they're sitting at their fucking house on their fucking couch. Like, I ride these motherfuckers. My fucking bike was bought February 2017, and I got 28,000 fucking miles on it. So I fucking ride my shit. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Oh, sorry, Liberty and Honor. They said hi, Aunt Becca. You gonna come over and say hi? What's the best question a student has ever asked you? Dude, I don't even know. BMW won't rattle loose like a Harley, but will give you electrical issues. Stick with a Honda. Dude, you don't know shit about shit. Yeah, somebody just said this, and I agree. Congratulations to the gun industry. The Democrats are fucking taking over the fucking house. So, like, this will be quiet, but they're going to start pushing that way. I'm not telling you to run out and buy a bunch of guns and stuff, but fucking write this down. Fucking November 6th, 2018 at fucking 8:48 p.m. James Yeager said, you better buy that shit sooner rather than later. Why does Jay think bikers are insane? Because Tim rides. Ivan says, do you allow silencers at your classes? Since you call it a silencer, you're cool. I'll let you bring one. Yeah. Why would I care if people bring a silencer? Like, trust me, nobody will notice. Because fucking all the guns are loud as shit. What started you on the destructive path of drinking Monster Rehab? People asking stupid questions and not minding their own fucking business. You see what I did there? Come on, man. I'm almost 3 hours into this. It's hard to keep being fucking funny. Where is the cheap 7N6 at? I'll tell you where it's at. My fucking garage. That's where it's at. You motherfuckers should have bought it when I told you. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys remember that, but some jackass built a 7N6, a pistol, a 5.45 pistol. As soon as that happens, the ATF bans any kind of armor-piercing rounds. 7N6, the cheap spam cans, 5.49, it was like $89 for 1,140 rounds. They fucking ban it, right? And I told people, like, about 2 weeks before it happened, hey, guys, this is what's going on. You better buy the shit. They said I caused it after it got fucking banned. They said, you caused the ban. Kill it, be a bird, it's a witch burner. Witches are made of wood. And I'm like, God damn it. So I took my own advice. How do we get firearms training in schools? You don't. Looks like I'm going to buy a 10mm handgun. Why, Brian? I mean, I love 10mm. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking awesome. But, like, why? What's up, baby?
I'm just reading the comments.
All right. Some of you people are retarded. Sergio says, do you have a daily limit on rehabs? Yes, I do. And I'll show you where it's at. If you look really closely, get it. It says 5% juice, motherfucker. So I drink 20 of them a day. Get all my goddamn juice. Scarman's talking about a group buying ammo. Here's what I think is funny when people say a bulk purchase on ammo. Oh, I'm going to buy 10 cases. That's a bulk purchase. That ain't a fucking bulk purchase. Listen, when you talk about real ammo purchasing, they ask you, it's by the shipping container, okay? Shipping container of ammo. And when you call and say, I want to make a bulk purchase of ammo, they don't say, okay. They say, how many containers do you want? Like, if you can put it in the back of a pickup truck, it's not a bulk purchase. Trust me, guys. Like, if it comes on a pallet, it's not a bulk purchase. That's right, goddamn juice. Clockmeister 357 says, so you can be extremely slow and your follow-up shots would be the only reason to carry a 10mm. I'll take the fucking Pepsi challenge, brother. I will fucking shoot against you with a fucking 10mm and smoke your ass. Like, if you think a 10mm can't be controlled, you're fucking retarded. Keith Morrison says 10mm is retarded. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Period. Like, 10mm is a fucking awesome round. If they send John Wick to kill the boogeyman, John Wick is the boogeyman. So they send Jay Gibson to kill John Wick. What's Yeager's favorite YouTube channel? Fucking James Yeager channel. It's the only one I watch. I gotta watch it all the time because you motherfuckers are like fucking those people. There was a Saturday Night Live where fucking who's it play Captain Kirk? What's the actor's name? Shatner. Shatner goes on, and it's like a Star Trek convention. And he goes on, he gets on the stage, and they start taking questions like, Captain. He's like, yeah, it's just William. It's just Shatner, just William. You know, I'm not, you know, on episode 135, you did this and this and this. He's like, well, fuck, I don't know. Well, people do that to me. They go, on this video, you said this and this and that. I gotta go back and watch the fucking video, see what they're even fucking talking about. I'm like, goddamn, man, like, the fucking help me out here. Somebody's just trying to pick a damn fight now. They said 10mm is good, but 40's better. You fucking jackasses. Brandon Sweeney, good on you, dog. Goddamn. If you were to recommend a 10mm pistol for self-defense, it'd be a Glock Model 20. Jonathan, the old videos are on LIBERTV. LIBERTV.com. I guess just about every video I ever made is over there. What's your favorite AK-74 variant? The Krinkov. And what's funny is the Krinkov, they don't know, the Russians don't know why we call it that. They suspect that, because Krinkov is a fairly common name in Russia, that sometime during the Afghan war, some Afghan probably smoked some fucking Russian dude and took his gun, and his name was Krinkov, and they probably just called it that. The Russians call it Suchka, which means the little bitch. And that's what they are. They're little bitches. We carry high point 40s in Arkansas. I bet you do. How about those? How about full metal jackets for self defense that use cavitation to cause damage? There's no such thing. Fat, slow, and happy. 45 ACP. Well, Deputy Dog, the science ain't with you, man. Mrs. Yeager is reading, but she don't want to be on camera. Somebody said they're selling their XDM. What should they replace it with? Fucking anything. It's a fucking piece of shit. But preferably get a Glock 19 or a Smith & Wesson Compact or a fucking Canik Elite, or there's fucking ton of guns that work. That fucking don't. Looks like recreational marijuana proposal passed in Michigan. Good. I don't give a shit. Fucking. Here's the thing about drugs. Everybody that wants to use drugs is using them. Like, I don't know anybody that goes, man, I would start fucking doing drugs if they were legal. I don't know anybody that's ever fucking said that. Like, ever. There might be a few people that would fucking start smoking weed or something if it was legal that don't now. But I think just as many people would quit doing drugs because now it's not forbidden anymore. I think some people start down the drug because that's what bad people do, and so I think it'd be a wash. Question was High Point or Lucille? That's a good question. Don't be insulted, Lucille. Yeah, your thoughts on 9x25 Dillon? Fucking what for? If I can't buy it at Walmart, I really don't want it. Like, I don't like those weird calibers like that. Trust me, like, for me to add another caliber, like, is a big deal. Like, for 300 Blackout, like, I waited like 6 years before I bought a 300 Blackout because I've seen so many calibers come and go, like the 9x25 Dillon, that I didn't want to invest in it before I knew it was going to be here. And so, yes, all XD pistols are junk. Does it Canik hold up in class? No, that's why I just recommended people carry them, because they fucking break all the time. Yeah, they fucking hold up. We fucking shot bazillions of rounds for Caniks here, man. And the mags are $25. Like, Glock mags are $19-20 most places. Canik mags are $25. Fucking Sig mags are like, have you guys bought a Sig mag lately? Like fucking $38 or something for a fucking mag. Yeah, also fuck Springfield because they try to fucking do a deal with the devil. Who was the other company with them? It was in Illinois. It was Springfield and I hate to say the wrong name. Was it Rock River?
Was it Rock River?
I think it was Rock River. Two people think that, so that's good enough. Fucking CNN would report on that. Somebody said, can you elaborate on why XDs are junk? Because they're junk. I'm not a goddamn engineer. They don't fucking work. Every 5,000 people have said Rock River. It's $44 for Sig mags. I got a whole refrigerator full of fucking Monster Rehab. Frank, I love Magpul, but the pistol mags, we haven't had good luck with those here. And as cheap as Glock mags are, like, there's no need to buy aftermarket mags. I mean, fucking, they should be making Sig mags, man. Goddamn $44 a pop. But listen, I love the guys at Magpul. They got a bunch of shit I do love, a bunch of products I do love, but the fucking Glock mags are not in that list. XM 193 is fine for self-defense out of a at least a 14.5-inch barrel. Have you ever shot a Glock underwater? Wow. You guys are mean. My live crew, my live people down here, they're fucking running out of gas over here. Okay, they're not laughing anymore. Maybe I'm not funny. I get it, but goddamn, man, they're over here bringing me down. Do you own a 50 BMG? Yes. And a 60 BMG. So there. Barry, and I assume Liberty, said stop drinking those unhealthy monster drinks. First off, Liberty, all caps means that you're yelling at me. Knock that off. And number two, I don't do what little girls tell me to do. I don't even do what big girls tell me to do. So, Why do you over the top Raylod? I don't even know what the fuck that means. Julio, do you speak English? No, I'm not even fucking with you. Because if English is your second language, you're doing better than I would be at doing Spanish or whatever. So, FTE Glock mags are $5 cheaper than black at my LGS. I don't know what LGS is. Oh, local gun shop. Okay. Somebody just said, why are AR mags $10 and M&P mags $25? Why do we drive on a parkway and park in a driveway? Fuck, I don't know. If you melt dry ice, can you swim in it without getting wet? I'm asking them some questions back now. Turning the tables on them.
That's
They weren't expecting that.
Jedi shit right there.
What's up, Lexo? Good to see you on here, brother. Jared Roush says LGS is TLA. TLA is a 3-letter acronym. So, I've tried the Rockstar recoveries. They give me massive heartburn. All right. So the dials are moving. 85% chance we retain control of the Senate. Is an 81% chance that the Dems, the blue team controls the House, but that's not 100%. Okay.
Man, that thing didn't even tip his hand.
Thoughts on single action, double action hammer fire pistols? You guys are trying to lead me into stuff here, aren't you? Because they are fucking antiques. Like, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Like, people are like, I want extra shit to do to my gun. Fuck. Ryan says, both my XDs go bang. Yeah, they probably go bang when you go to the fucking range and play with them, but we don't fucking play with guns here. We train with them. And XDs don't fucking hold up. And you can get fucking mad. You can take it personal. You can fucking cry in your goddamn Wheaties about it. But I got no financial stake in telling you that. And I promise you this. I wouldn't let my goddamn wife or daughter carry one of those fucking pieces of shit. Like, if you want to know what I spend my money on and who I care about, look at the guns I give my wife, daughters, and grandkids, because they don't get shit. What's your favorite food? Rebecca, what would you say my favorite food is?
I don't know. Chocolate. I don't know.
A woman says chocolate.
I'm thinking.
I like chocolate a lot, but I don't know. There's nothing I could just eat the rest of my life. Do you miss contracting in Iraq? I do miss contracting. There's certain aspects of it that, fucking doing fucking dangerous shit. I've always enjoyed that. My wife, much to my wife's chagrin. But also working with the guys and being part of a team and stuff like that. And we're part of a team here, but, But yeah, I do. I do miss it.
Your favorite food is Mexican.
Mike wants me to call CZ owners dipshits, so there you go.
Done.
Here's what people do. American Mud Chaser says Glock 43 or shield, and why? You got to fucking pay for why. Get a shield. Like the thing, you know, the woman tell
always the why.
and then explain to me why. Fucking pay me, motherfucker. XD is the McRib of pistols. Actually, I would rather have a fucking McRib in a fight than an XD.
McRib?
Yeah.
Hey, those were tasty with those old fries.
Yeah, fucking McRib, the old fries were fucking righteous.
Barbecue and pickle is weird.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the pickle and ease up on the onion, but
Liberty said Mexican was your favorite food.
Tom, get a group of guys together for that class and we'll do it again. But like, we just like, I'll teach whatever class, but people have to sign up for them. Like the HRCC medical class is coming up next year. Damn.
hey, hey James,
Yeah.
I'm a Patreon member. Can I get the why but later?
Okay, so I'm going to answer for fucking one of my Patreon subscribers here. So, but between a 43 and a shield?
We can do it later.
No, I'll do it right now. For you. I'm not doing it for them. I'll do it for you. When the shield came out, I don't know if you saw my videos back when the shields first came out. What's up? Oh, I don't know if you saw my video. Years before the 42 or 43 came out, I went to Smith & Wesson and got one of the first, like literally first shields before they were released to the public. I said the first video I did and a half a dozen subsequent videos I did, this is the smallest gun that you could fight with. Like it fit, it had a good fucking trigger on it, like it had good sights on it, and I said multiple times, years before the Glocks came out, this is the smallest gun that you can fight with. Now you can shoot a Glock 42 and a Glock 43, but reloading them and all that stuff, you cannot do it at full speed. You can run a shield at full speed. You can't do that with those little guns. That's why. They're fine. They work, all that shit. The problem I have with them, just like with a lot of this other shit, is guys get them for their wives because they're little.
Right.
And women can't run the fucking slide. It pinches their fingers and all that shit. And so, like,
That's why it's an ankle gun.
Huh?
That's why it's an ankle gun.
I don't think it's fucking for anything. Like,
The shield.
Oh, shield, yeah. Sorry.
Back up.
Sorry, yeah, I mean, right there.
Yeah, I'm not at the moment.
So, anyway, I didn't want that guy to hear it, but there it is. Now I'm getting like 1911 or Glock. I don't know. Do I need to fucking anchor for a boat, or do I need to be in a gunfight?
Hammer nails.
Do 45 shields work as well as a 9mm? I do not know. Sorry, I've never even shot one of those, so I could not answer that question. What'd you carry in Iraq? I carried an AR, an AK, a PKM, a RPK, a 240, a 249, and a Glock 19 in a partridge in a pear tree. Don't start the 1911 bullshit again. Kyle, 1911s are bullshit. What do I got to start, man? Who makes a compressor in your truck? Vair, like V-A-I-R or V-A-I-R compressors on. I got it off Amazon. They're a pretty good brand of. They're not cheap, but they're like the best brand of portable air compressors I've ever used. What's the furthest a student has traveled for class? Literally the other side of the world. SIG P365 versus a shield. I still got to give the nod to the shield. Like this 365 is just a little too small. So the probability meter now is 79% red keeping a set at 89% blue keeping or getting control of the house. Arsenal makes good AKs. I only had one cab at 1911 and I still have it. Yeah, the cuss. That looks right. VIAIR. David, what's my favorite ankle carry gun? I've got a shield on my ankle right now. What brand of holster do you recommend for concealed carry? NSR Tactical. If it's for an ankle holster, I recommend the Galco Ankle Glove. Any recommendation for a gun safe for less than 10 long guns? Here's the thing, Tom. Get the biggest fucking safe that you can fucking fit in your house, because if it says, like, for instance, if it says it's a 10 gun safe, that means like 10/22s without scopes or slings on them. Like a big safe doesn't hold many guns with, like, you know, ARs with scopes on them and stuff like that. They don't go in there. But on the cheap side, if there's a Tractor Supply near where you're at, Canon makes some safes, and people are going to jump on here. They're shit, but they're fucking heavy and they're made out of steel, and nobody's going to get into it with just a fucking hammer. And you can get their really big safes, their big ones, for I think around $1,100 or $1,200, and pay somebody to move it for you. But if you want top of the line, Liberty, you know, and I have the Lincoln 50, and here it's fucking badass. What brand of tactical holster for Glocks would you recommend? I don't even know what you mean, tactical holster. What do you mean? You mean like a drop leg, one of those? Okay, then a Safari Land ALS or something like that. John Knapp says, I switched from my ankle glove to a DeSantis Die Hard and couldn't be happier. Well, fucking whoop-dee shit. John Doe says, Sig Romeo or Holosun? They're both Holosuns. Holosun makes the Sig sights. God damn. Guys, now they're fighting each other. Felon Iron says, changes our country needs. We need individual accountability, and we need a flat tax. Steel and Brass says, what are the bathrooms like at your facility? They look a lot like bathrooms in other places.
They've got toilets.
We have toilets and urinals and
Like running water.
And the thing is that when they ask stuff like that, like, they won't just ask what they're asking, because, like, maybe that person is wheelchair bound and he wants to know if we have a handicap, stall or something like that. But they won't ask that. They fucking tell me about the toilets, like, the fuck is that shit? Somebody just said that I think somebody just said I was calling bullshit on the fact that Holosun makes Sig dots. So I think somebody said that. What is Clint Smith's at Thunder Ranch worst pet peeves in training? How would I know? Seven Sullivan says, what does Rebecca think of the cutting boards and wooden bowls I traded? Seven, thank you so much for those. Guys, I don't know if he's got anything, Seven has anything on his YouTube channel, but we did some trading and got some cutting boards and bowls and things, and just, wow, what beautiful stuff that Seven made. So Seven, post up a link to your website or something like that, please. So people, guys, I'm telling you, if you got a woman in your life, I'm telling you, some beautiful cutting boards and things like that, Seven makes. So please, Seven, post up a link to that. What are your thoughts on ACSS? The ACSS reticle is fantastic. It's designed by a guy I know named Dimitri. I'd like to call him a friend. He's a nice guy, and it's my favorite. I love bullet drop compensator reticles, and that's my favorite of the bullet drop compensator reticles. Wake Up People 121 says no tax. Well, it's easy to say no tax, but we still have to have bridges and roads and things like that. And so I don't mind paying taxes. But when the Democrats say, when they say fair share, that's what fucking bothers me. Because my fair share, if there's 300 million people in this country, my fair share is 1/300 millionth of the fucking bill. And that's the problem I have. Anonymous Cop says, do you appendix carry? I do not. I do not allow smoking during class. You can smoke smoke on your own time. And usually disabled people don't call themselves disabled, but we have people in wheelchairs, people with their legs blowed off, all kinds of stuff. You guys are fucking just stupid. I could tell when a 14-year-old's talking about farting. Luke Reed says, what would you need to get on another YouTube-like platform? LIBERTV is another YouTube-like platform where my videos are. Your favorite silencers, AAC, Ackless Defense. I think that's all I own. Huh?
Do you see very many of them come through, like advanced fighting rifle? Or
So the question is, do I see many silencers come through? What are you asking?
Do you see them using them much? Because I would imagine you would like almost just burn one down.
You can't wear out a quality silencer. Most of them are warranted anyway. And the reason we do see them in classes fairly often, the reason we don't see them a lot is because the guns get really dirty really fast. Like about 300 rounds. Now this is another area, like ultra short barrels, piston gun is great, but another area, if you plan on running a dedicated can, a piston gun's going to help you somewhat. But the thing is, when you put a can on, now the shit gets pushed back down the barrel instead of the gas tube, so it still makes the gun dirty. But the piston gun, instead of like gas gun, about 300 rounds, 250 to 350, but right around 300 rounds, and that motherfucker ain't working no more. Then with a piston, about 550, something like that, before you have to clean it, something like that.
I mean, you can like a clean gun and just a few shots of it. You can look at the brass on the ground, tell which one come out.
Oh yeah. Tom asked, did I play sports in school? No. Well, not really. I played some field sports because they didn't have enough people to do them. So I did shot put and discus in high school, and held the school records until the school was shut down. Kenneth G says, this live stream is seriously one of the best. So many topics covered. Dude, fucking my mind's spinning now. I don't even know what the hell we've talked about. Any experience with the Century Arms C308? Don loves those things. And Tim's got one, and he shoots it. Any experience with the dead air silencers? There's several of them around, and they build good stuff. The red dot. Do you have any recommendation for duty boots? Man, it's hard to go wrong buying, like Bates, and the brands like that, and I know for a working cop, it's tough, but buy the fucking $300 boots, man. Like, trust me, I mean, especially if you got to fucking polish them, get some that good leather boots, and they can be resold and stuff like that. But man, spend some money on your feet, dude. I like it when I don't answer people's question fast enough, then they retype it out all in capitals. Like, if you want to make sure that I do not answer your fucking question, fucking do that. Pumpkin or sweet potato pie? Finally, a good question. Wayne, neither. Like, neither one of those sounds interesting to me at all. Fucking Mookie likes some pumpkin pie, though.
You don't like pumpkin pie?
Homemade whipped cream.
Oh man.
I don't give a fuck who made the whipped cream.
That just makes it better, though.
Listen, I didn't fucking say it was shit. I said I don't like it.
I'll just eat the whipped cream.
Oh shit, man. Listen, I was like, I don't like either one. These guys are like, whoa, fucking, I gotta like fucking pumpkin pie, Jesus.
What about blackberry?
I don't like blackberries.
Do you like pie?
Yeah,
Like fruit pies?
I like chocolate and lemon meringue and key lime and apple.
Yeah. Apple. That's okay.
fine.
What?
No, I mean that's like all American. Right?
Pecan.
Strawberry rhubarb.
Hey, listen, man, I'm doing the best I can here. Okay? Like,
We just started with the wrong one.
That's another great topic covered right there.
stuffing or dressing? Dressing. Come on. What's wrong with you people? Hammer says pecan or apple pie. Now, if we're talking about the best I've ever had of both, slight advantage to pecan. And for you jackasses, it's pecan. A pecan is something you keep under your bed. Did y'all's grandmother like have electricity and stuff? Or great grandmother, like, I don't know how far back the people in your life, you know, that you connected with. Like, my great grandmother had a chamber pot.
Right.
You know, that was back when the fire went out. You didn't want to get very far out of that bed, and they had my great grandmother they still had an outhouse. I mean,
Right.
that's the way she lived. You know.
I imagine my grandmother probably did. But I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it was a chamber pot though. They didn't call it a pecan. Glitter Ink and Ammo says key lime pie is the best pie. Well, you know, there you go. Do we got another commercial we can play?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Where's Shelton?
I don't know.
Don't touch that shit, Nate. God damn it.
I'm rubbing my dick.
I told Nate not to touch that shit. He says, too late. I'm rubbing my dick on it. Don't touch my drum set. XC25, you can steal that pecan joke. That's all yours. What's your preferred aftermarket stock for $870? I like the Magpul. Thanksgiving turkey, deep fried, yes or no? I think you should, Adam Rafferty. I think you should. That's why they call it Black Friday, because you motherfuckers burn your houses down.
You ready?
Yeah, okay, I'm going to go take a break now. Hello, everyone. It's me again, Jim Yeager. I freaking love cats.
Go quick.
Just play it again. Yeah, just play it again.
Somebody better get up there.
You
All right, fine.
Go
up there.
You gotta like introduce yourself. or
God, you're so
something.
short.
Oh, are we good? Okay. Well, hi, my name's Chris. I just took two classes.
Which
This
classes, Chris?
fighting rifle and advanced fighting rifle. It was fantastic.
The newest guy here.
Yeah, they stuck me up here. I don't know.
First time he's been here.
Oh, it was fantastic. If any of you get a chance to do it, I highly recommend it. It's going to change everything. So yeah, do I need to get off of here now, or
No.
I can just keep going?
Just read some comments.
Ethan Kendall, what's up, man?
Let's get you something to stand
Best budget I can.
Tell him you're an inch taller than Mookie.
What's that?
Tell him you're an inch taller than Mookie.
I am an inch taller than Mookie, which that's probably about the only advantage I'm going to have over him. That's gonna be it.
No, don't leave, man. You just fucking hang out. Like, you're the only person I've ever been taller than. Everybody's always like, God damn, Jaeger, is everybody fucking in the world taller than you?
Not me, no.
Hold on a second.
Oh, he got me a block. This is
Go ahead.
fantastic.
There you go.
We need this at work.
Tracy Hightower said, get him a box to stand on. What we just did.
Yeah. But now I feel weird. I'm not used to this height.
Oh, man.
I gotta get off the stick.
It says, tell the child to go to bed. Okay, so the question was, what rifle did you use in class?
I used a Midwest Arms.
Midwest Industries, something?
Midwest Industries, yeah.
Home built.
It was home built, but it did work pretty good.
Okay, then it wasn't a Midwest Industries. You used a Frank.
The
Franken
parts
gun.
were.
Now, you can't blame them.
No, I wouldn't. His ran.
It ran pretty good.
All right.
If there was any issues, a lot of them were probably my user error, to be
Somebody
honest.
says, your Hobbit seems nice.
I'll take you to Isengard and burn you.
Damn.
Oh, they're harsh.
Oh, God, yeah, this is an unforgiving crowd here. unforgiving crowd. So this is his first class. They threw him right into the deep end. He's doing advanced fighting rifle.
It's the first time he's ever been.
And are you guys doing tomorrow too, or are you?
No,
okay.
No, we gotta
pussies.
go.
Pussies.
I am.
All right.
We gotta go back to work.
And so you'd never had any formal training before, right? You'd shot with these guys and stuff.
and with friends growing up and stuff, but
Right.
that was it.
So having no experience and now finishing day 4 of it, or when you finish day 4, what do you think?
Well,
Oh, you are finished with day 4.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. Today we just did, and it changed a lot of my, just everything I thought beforehand. A lot of it changed. And one basic thing, and so a lot of people are going to already know this, but growing up shooting, everyone always just said, oh, aim at the target and shoot. So you aim, and I focus on the target, of course, and you kind of, your sights blur out. I just focus on what I thought I was aiming at, and you hit it, but one of the main things they teach you is you focus on that front sight, and that changed everything. It does, and I was like, oh my gosh, nobody ever told me this before.
So you guys that have been in class, you know it's funny because every time we do a debrief, it doesn't matter if it's day 35 of class, somebody in the class goes, front sight. Like every fucking time, man. Oh, man. So somebody says, what do you think of POF? Here's what I know about POF. The dude that owns POF's a fucking good dude. I know that. Like, I like that guy. That's what I know. David Hinton. Yeah, Danner was the other name I was trying to come up with. Danner or Bates Boots. Yeah, thank you, David. Danner.
You know Ethan Kendall?
Yes, I do know Ethan. We're all doing really good. Just everyone's busy. My brother's about to have his 5th kid, so he's stayed busy. Nathan's over in Japan in the Navy, so he's doing good. He loves that. So, yeah.
Don't fuck with hobbits. 2 who went miles behind enemy lines to melt jewelry.
We can move quietly.
Dude, it only gets worse. You can leave. You don't have to, but you're welcome to leave.
I don't want to take over the show.
No.
I can't answer a lot of these questions.
Thoughts on Lancer mags? I think Lancer mag makes great mags, and I think they make awesome magazines. Hey guys, so I think they make awesome magazines, but I think their AR-10 mags are the best in the business. I think all their mags are great, and you'd be well suited with any of them, but their AR-10 mags best in the business. Julio says, why do people hate Troy ARs? They don't hate Troy's ARs. They hate the whole fucking company, because that son of a bitch hired Lon Horiuchi, the motherfucker that shot a woman holding a fucking baby at Ruby Ridge and then acted like he didn't fucking do it, the fucking piece of shit. That's why. People think I'm mad. No, I'm just making my point.
This is the truth.
My heart rate's not up.
Be calm.
Best red dot for a shotgun, training. If you think if you need a red dot on a shotgun, if you think you need one, that means you have no training with one. A pecan is not an outhouse. It's not an outhouse. It's a can you pee in and then take that to the outhouse.
I feel like a lot of these people aren't even watching the video.
No, yeah. See,
They're not.
right. See,
They
thank
have
you.
their conversation. That's all they're paying attention to.
Exactly. Thank you. It's like fucking. What world are we in here? Are bayonets outdated? Unless you get stabbed with one, they are. Favorite double aught buck load, says Tom Aker. The high velocity buck from Fiocchi. It's nickel plated. The nickel plating makes it stay round. The roundness makes it stay keep a nice tight group. I don't want it too tight. I don't want it too tight. I don't want to fucking do that any of that other bullshit. I want it to spread, but consistently spread. That's a better way. I should have said consistently spread. Chris, what class do you want to take next?
I plan to take the
Fighting pistol.
and advanced fighting pistol next.
Cage said next motorcycle trip. We'll have to talk to my buddy Troy about that. I mean, B-Rad. Come on, Sonny, don't just start reading. Read it and then decide if you want to read it out loud.
Yeah, some of these are.
Kwaku, we've had one Taurus G2 come through class, and I said at the beginning of class, there's no way this fucking gun's going to make it through, and it did. That's the only experience I have with the Taurus G2. One came through class and one made it. So if we were Democrats, we'd say 100% of G2s make it through class. If we're Republicans, we'd say, I don't know, fucking one of them did it. Because see, they're full of shit. They're fucking jackasses.
So are you a fan of Taurus at all?
Oh no,
Not really.
no, not unless I got to prop up a table leg that's too short or something like that.
I have a guy I grew up with. He works at Lake City,
Mm-hmm.
and he test fires a lot of their ammunition. And he said that the Taurus.
Don't get him in trouble.
No, I'm not going to say who he is.
Okay.
But he told me, he said Taurus makes a revolver, and it
Mm-hmm.
was the only revolver he's ever used in his entire life that jammed somehow.
Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah, they fucked that up. The Savage ARs are good. I wish I hadn't already answered that question like 5 times. Nicolas, you make fun because you know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't want it to stay tight. I want it to stay consistent. I don't want, of the 9 pellets, I don't want 8 here and 1 over here. I want it to spread consistently. I don't want it to stay tight. If you understand shotguns, you understand what I mean. Tom Aker giving me some backup on that G2 story. See? DPMS G2 or Midwest? Midwest. And I'm telling you, the fucking G2 is great, a great gun. But the Midwest gun runs great with Magpul mags, and you got to run Lancers in the G2 and they cost fucking twice as much. And the Midwest gun already comes with a fucking nice rail on it, and I think it's cheaper. Where is body armor in priority on the gear list? Well, it keeps you from being shot, so I put it real high. Any news on the showbiz career? I never said I had a showbiz career. Recommended AR brand. Anyone? Midwest Industries. That's right. John in America. I know I answered him like 5 times. No. It was the innuendos. Okay, man. What's the next motorcycle ride you're going on? I don't know. I gotta ask B-Rad. I would like to do Arctic Circle trip. I can't do it on my Harley, but I'd like to go to the Arctic Circle. That'd be like a 2020 trip because of the planning and stuff that would be needed. But yeah. What watch am I wearing? Wrist. Fifth. That's what I plead. There are many amendments. 1, 2, 3, fifth. Lars, do you have shoot steel humanoid targets that don't fall over? Because if you don't, then we're not talking about the same thing. Still running the MFCEO knife? Yes. Felon says, are you ever going to run for political office? I ran for sheriff here in 2006. I lost. I think the election was rigged.
Oh, yeah,
Not really. I think they just didn't vote for me. Have the C-39s held up in your fighting rifle classes? Well, considering we have 8 of them that get rented for just about every fucking class we do, yeah, I'd say they're holding up. Do you recommend a ballistic helmet? Well, if you're being shot at, they're handy to have. Any vehicle medical kits that you recommend? SOE med bag, vehicle med bag with a ventilated operator kit inside of it, or 2 or 9. M&P is holding up fine. Is there any reason you would carry a 45 ACP Smith & Wesson? Yeah, if I had a bunch of 45 ACP ammo, I'd carry it. I just was hanging out with Haas a couple of weeks ago when we did the classes up in Oregon. Yeah, shoot steel, cardboard targets are good. Best frangible ammo for Thunder Ranch is Fiocchi, hands down. I've used several different brands. I just ran the instructor class and didn't have a single issue with the pistol or rifle ammo. Totally awesome. Quick thoughts on cross-eye dominance. It's much ado about nothing. Hey, check this out. My right eye, my left eye. I'm shooting with my right eye. I'm shooting with my left eye. I'm shooting with my right eye. I'm shooting with the left eye. Fucking people. Jesus fucking Christ.
We did that this week.
Yeah, we did.
What?
We shot.
We shot.
One this week.
Just fucking fuck people.
And I had no problem doing it. I mean, it doesn't. You put the dog in the same same
Right.
spot.
Put the
and you're
thing
gonna
on the
hit
thing. Put the thing on the thing and press the thing.
It doesn't change anything.
Yeah. Everybody tries to fucking make shit crazy. Favorite Tarantino movie? Pulp Fiction. Absolutely Pulp Fiction. 1 of 6 scope brands that you trust. Loophole, Trijicon, and Loophole and Trijicon. Let's see, who else? The SIG brand, Trijicon and Loophole. Mini 14, what are your thoughts? Shit, that's my thoughts. I got to meet Dick Swan several times, and I thought he was a really nice guy, and I've used a bunch of his products over the years. And I still have many that are still in service that I've had since the 90s. Did they purposely make dyslexia hard to spell? That's a good question. Like, let's fuck with the guys that have dyslexia and spell it all fucked up.
Even if you don't have dyslexia, you can still read backwards without thinking about it, though.
Jason McDaniel, there's a thing called ELSA, E-L-S-A, ELSA pack, and it looks like a briefcase, and it unfolds into body armor or chest rig, plate carrier. That's righteous. How many rounds of Fiocchi do I think I have sold for them? Here's the thing. It's a great relationship, because I tell people, buy this good ammo. They buy the good ammo. They bring it to class. We have a good class. I tell people to buy it. They buy it. They bring it to class. Like, it's good. When people have shitty ammo, it makes things not good in class. What bolt action 308 do you recommend? Remington 700 AAC model or a Savage 10 FP? What are the results looking like now? See, House 136 to 137, real close, and in the Senate, Republicans have 50 already.
Okay.
So that's 100%. Should be. Showing 95 and 95. I don't see how, because it's so far out for the Senate. I mean, for the House. I'm sorry, it's so far out. I don't know what all that shit means. So they're asking what kind of like gear did you use in class? You just stuck them in your pockets.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I went pockets on purpose.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, no, there's no problem with that at all. Lexo said I had an Elsa on 2 of your classes. It held up great. I have one when I travel, constant. It's like Iron Man's little briefcase, Iron Man suit. It's just like that. It looks like a little briefcase. Unzip. Good night, Cage.
No, I never did.
Yeah. Fiocchi's good stuff, man, and it's mashed together in Missouri. Man, I'm sorry if I say the numbers wrong, but 139 people walk into that factory in Missouri every day and mash ammo together for people like you, and it's great stuff. And I've used Fiocchi for years and years and years. I told Buell when I first met him, I said, man, I've been fucking using Fiocchi for years. It's so great that when I see people cracking open that Fiocchi, I know that those Americans walked into that plant, mashed that stuff together, you know, and Fiocchi is actually a small ammo company. I mean, they are nowhere near Federal, Lake City, or Winchester, or Remington, or any of those companies. They're a small company in the respect of that. I mean, they only have 100 and whatever people working at the factory, so it's small by any standard, and so it's just nice. Is it worth it to get something chambered in 338 Lapua? Well, if you want to shoot a mile, then that's the way to go. Think we should get ready for war? I don't know what you're asking, man. Any plans for more acting in the future? I didn't have any plans to do acting when I did it. Grill of Silverback's great ammo. Yep, it's good stuff, man. How do we get the Libertarian Party to be a more viable option? Well, I don't know. It's going to be tough, man. And true, like 100% libertarianism can't work in this country anyway. I mean, I consider myself libertarian as much as you can be a libertarian. It's kind of like the joke meme is, in a libertarian neighborhood in the snow, there's a picture, and all the houses have all the snow cleared from their sidewalks and their driveway, but it's all in the fucking street. Because the libertarians are like, I'll take care of my stuff, you take care of your stuff. So there has to be some interest in the commonwealth, but I don't want to fucking, I don't want to be a goddamn socialist. So Corbon went out of business. The people that owned it sold it to some scumbags, and then it went out of business. Anna says, should I take fighting pistol with my husband? Anna, the short answer is yes. The long answer is, if you want to, we want you here. Like, if you want to do it for you, we want you to be here. But if you're doing it just to make him happy, or if he's like dragging you to class, which I don't suspect is the case because you're actually on here watching the live feed, then if you, again, short answer is yes. Long answer is only if you really want to be here. And so that's possibly me telling you that not to give me money. So you need to take that with a grain of salt. Like, that's how important it is for me that you want to be in class, because people that don't want to be here make horrible students. Horrible students. Been a fan for a long time, going from that 10 millimeter. No, 10 millimeter guns are built for 10 millimeter. 40 caliber guns are built for 9 millimeter. Any chance you and Sonny do a buddy cop movie? There's 0% chance of that. Can I have your autograph? No. Solid copper bullets or copper and lead, Chase? Copper and lead is antiquated concept. I like the total copper bullets from the silverback bullets from Gorilla Ammo. Period. Shotgun loops. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, Jaeger of Jason Philippi.
Some of these questions are interesting.
Well, this guy right here, Jason, got some bad guys got the drop on him, and he played his cards right. When he got an opportunity, he fucking smoked his pistol out and started shooting them and killed one of them. Killed one of them. The other one wounded him, and he was just talking about how he just had a heroin overdose a minute ago. So, Jason, it's been a long time, man. You should come back around and see us. Been a long time. My primary carry ammo is Gorilla Silverback. Gorilla Silverback. What do you think of the Glock 19X and the Glock 45? Man, I got a video on this very channel about that. Whew. Man, oh man. It's getting late.
Yeah, 9:25.
So it looks like Florida is going to pass felony voting rights, where if you're a felon, get your voting rights restored. I didn't know a state could do that independently.
Well, I mean, I know that you can petition for your rights be restored, and like, from what I understand, the state would allow you to have your voting rights for state elections, but I didn't know how it worked for federal. But the ATF said, we don't care if the state gives you your rights back, you still can't have guns.
Yeah.
Buell is texting me. He's probably like, you got those numbers wrong. Buell says, is this a call-in show or what? Fucking call in, Buell. I'll put your ass on speakerphone. Answer some questions, man. You're supposed to be covering for me.
Well, there's one about appendix carry, which I don't own a pistol anymore.
Come on, man.
Had a lot of I know we've had a lot of conversations about it, and all the guys tell me that I could appendix carry because I'm small enough. But if you have anyone could.
Hello.
The scope. Oh.
Hello.
What's going on here?
What's that?
Where?
What are you guys doing?
We're on a live feed.
The best election coverage on the planet going down right now.
What's happening?
I'm just sitting here loading ammo cans up, listening to you guys talk. Hanging out in my underwear. You guys are doing a good show so far. I thought I'm getting on the action.
Dude, we're just trying to keep everybody occupied while we watch these election results.
I hear you. Hopefully, things are going to go right in Nevada. I did my part today. I'm voting for more freedom and less boundary.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah. What you got there with you? Who is that guy? Who's a finisher guy you got?
He's here taking a class. Him and his crew of compatriots just finished up advanced fighting rifle.
Oh, boy, advanced. What ammo did you use? Short serve?
He's got a friend that works at Lake City, so
It's federal.
I use Fiochi.
You got a friend that works at Lake City?
it's Fioki.
Fio.
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Come on.
So you got get in front of the camera here. Big motherfucker.
Yeah,
he's
way bigger.
He's wearing a Fioki hat. He's been rocking that hat all week for you.
Brand new hat. Got it with 2,000 free rounds. Or got it for free with 2,000 rounds.
I paid $2,000 for this hat. What's that?
You ordered that from Bush.
From Ammo Supply Warehouse?
Yeah.
Bush.
Yeah.
Attaboy. So the truck guy that has a friend in Lake City, That's all fair and good. But now he has a family member that works at the Yogi. I don't want to hear that shit next time.
Well, I think they get some good prices. Not that you don't have good prices through Emerald Supply Warehouse or anything, but I think they get 5-finger discounts.
Oh yeah, they have a problem with that.
He might know who that is from
I
Instagram.
remember when they had
Come on.
put on it there, and they got in trouble.
Hey, somebody wants to talk to you.
Hey man,
Oh,
this is Fat Nuts 42 from Instagram.
oh, Fat Nuts, great
Yeah.
bastard. Where are you doing that?
I thought I was gonna meet you here. I didn't realize I had two different places going on, but
Yeah, I was down there. Jaeger sent me down to Fucon to keep an eye on Ken. So I had to make sure that he wasn't up to too much no good.
but
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got to train with Todd Asner. The guy that does all the work for the good work for the gun rights and knife rights and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
Todd lives out there. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
you've done some videos.
Yeah, with Todd. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I found him around.
Yeah, Knife Rights. Todd's good people. He's also on the board of directors for the NRA. I mean, we've got any number of the board of directors that have trained with us,
Right.
and people that work there and stuff like that. Just a good bunch of folks. All right, man. We're trying to do a show.
All right, buddy. See you in January. I'll be down in a few weeks, yeah?
Yeah, man. Just let me know. What's bringing you to town? I forgot to ask. Or can you say?
No, it's the Big Rock show in Nashville. So one of the sugar shows is going on in Nashville, and I'm just going to come out with Lou.
All right.
My people down in Camden.
Okay. Well, I'll fucking roll with you if you want me to. If you need any bodyguards or anything.
All right, cool, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Later.
All right,
Later. So you guys got any ladies you want to say hello to or anything, or dudes? I don't judge. Whatever.
He might have a few dudes.
This is my niece watching me on the computer. That's Liberty. So what's their names?
I don't have any. I don't.
Look at these fuckers. Oh, what else? All right, I guess we'll say goodnight. It looks pretty decisive. We're already at 50 for the Senate, and everybody and their brothers calling 95%. 95% for the House. So that sucks. All right. So we're gonna take off. You guys want to say goodbye or hello?
Yeah. I just want to say hi to my buddy Jesse and his wife Diane and their new little baby Hunter.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that she'd had the baby yet.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. So what's up to you guys, Jesse and you guys and the little baby Hunter and all that crew and all of our family all over the place, all the rest of the T-Rex crew and all of our alumni and our friends and supporters and stuff. We really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys had a few laughs tonight and just because we didn't carry this thing through all the way and have a complete win, we still we're still keeping the Senate. That's super important, and so don't get your panties in a wad. They still can't ramrod anything into us, but we still have to let them do it. You guys want to get over here? Say goodbye. Becca, you want to come over here? Come on in. Come on in.
Here, I can get right
Come
in
on.
here.
But
Don't take up much room.
well,
I can be
seriously,
in
so
here.
so guys, so I appreciate these guys laughing at some of my silly jokes, and I appreciate you guys watching. Again, don't get your come on in here, squeeze on in. We're friends. Squeeze on in, get in front of somebody. But seriously, don't let it get you down. We got 2 more years, then we fucking kick their ass again and get Trump in there for 4 more and all that stuff. Look, long term, we might have lost the battle. We have not lost the war, and but keep your chin up. and make sure you fucking get out and exercise your Second Amendment rights. Take somebody new shooting. That's how we're going to win this thing, is by taking new people to the range. Getting on gun boards and talking to gun guys is not how we win this thing. We got to get new people into it. So make that your mission. Like, they pissed you off, fine. Go tomorrow and find somebody and take them to the damn range as soon as you can that somebody's never shot. James J. for Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends. What is that? Well, apparently Gary is a stud. So,
Nice.
in case anybody wants to know. But take care, guys.